Sammy, while you're at it, report me to the American Bar Association at the second time. It'll make just as much sense. And then call up Coca-Cola and have them remove my membership. And then while you're at it, why don't you contact DS4 Live and get them to remove my account at the same time? Contact YouTube, contact Twatters, contact Parlay, contact BitChute. I want you to contact everything that I am on and tell them that you are reporting me to the police because, in my opinion, you are a pedophile when you are sharing porn with children. You fucking pedo!
You like that, bro?
Yeah, that's a great intro.
I made it specific. So, right after 30 seconds, you say pedo. So you should be able to put it at like the beginning of anything, and it won't hit you with that first 30 seconds. And,
really?
Yeah. There's something else. Oh, I put both your titles in there. So Crow's Court and Con Order. So you can switch them back and forth depending.
In case people change their mind and go, you know what? We do like Crow's Court more.
I was gonna not even unironically say that to you. You should change it back to Crow's Court.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done changing the fucking names. I'm done with it. Okay, so it is our third episode, right? It's officially the third episode, right? I think so.
I don't know why you're keeping numbers, keeping count.
Because I'm putting it all in a playlist. Yes.
Nice.
All right. Okay. So we need to talk about what's been going on with Pastel Belle or Belle Aubrey or whatever she's going by. And she is kind of standing on her own, right? There are a bunch of people that are leaving her out to dry that I don't think that she was expecting would, kind of sell her out, right? Specifically Repzilla. I knew Repzilla was getting pressured like crazy, but he seemed so unwilling to back down until that Petty Page stream. And it was a bit weird. We'll talk about that because I do want to play it if we can. But I understand that now he's against the petition to remove Eugenia Cooney. He's like it's not like he's just like walking everything back, which is pretty funny. Belle is not though. Okay, so Belle is doing the opposite of Repzilla. Repzilla is walking it all back. Repzilla is kind of like disavowing Belle in a way. And in the meantime, Belle is turning around and implying that there is some sort of conspiracy theory that Willy Mac is involved in to cover up a predator on Eugenia Cooney's Discord. And that is the only reason why anyone is doing content about her. So these two individuals have gone in completely different directions at this point.
It's interesting because they seem to be pretty buddy on that stream that we were just watching on John's. So I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, like, I guess maybe Repzilla saw the error of his ways and he's actually like not for deplatforming Eugenia Cooney anymore. I don't know. So if he is for that, then that's good.
The thing is, I don't think he's going to push to deplatform Eugenia Cooney anymore. I really doubt that we'll see Eugenia Cooney be a topic on his channel unless it's going to be him just disavowing everything and standing up for Eugenia Cooney and, calling out Pastel Belle. I have a feeling what he's going to do is pull a Rewired Soul on Pastel Belle and act as if those two never really communicated with each other.
I mean, I saw a video from the Rewired Soul saying that he was never friends with Repzilla. I think Repzilla showed me the video. He's like, look, see, Rewired Soul says that. And like he showed me an expert from his book. So apparently, like, they both say that they weren't friends. I don't know why it's being. When did you do the Rewired Soul again?
I mean, like, put it like this: when I was watching the stream when I was watching Petty Page's stream, Petty Page would say something, right? And it's something that she was disagreeing with Belle, right? And the thing is, Repzilla has the exact same stance, right? Or had the exact same stance as Belle, right? But as Paige is saying it, Repzilla's like, oh yes, I agree 100%, Belle. I agree 100%. And we're all watching the chat go by, and people are like, at Repzilla, what do you mean you agree, right? Because we know what his stance has been on this shit, but now he's turning around and acting kind of like he never actually had that stance, right? He never actually criticized Eugenia Cooney for the blue butterfly thing. He was referring to something else, and it was just related to her cerulean butterfly. He said she had a cerulean, not a blue butterfly at all.
There's only blue. There's no other butterfly to choose from in the emoji keyboard.
You get what I mean, right?
Yeah, no, I know. And like I had a discussion with him the other day, and he kind of like went into everything too as well. I think it was yesterday. Like when I had the discussion, he was still for deplatforming her. So I don't know. I'm trying to remember if this is before or after the stream.
Look, I mean, I'll put it like this. I think he is smart enough in the sense that he definitely sees what people are saying about the Eugenia Cooney situation, and it's not good for him. It really isn't. It's really bad for Pastel Belle. And the more she doubles down and continues to dig, the worse it gets for her. So Repzilla's got to be looking at that situation. Just even if he's for deplatforming her, even if he still thinks the pro Anna shit is real, right? I think for him, he's smart enough not to just continue to fucking talk about it.
So do you don't think his like opinion was swayed by Pastel at all? You think he was just like doing it to save face kind of thing?
I think his opinion might be swayed. It's hard to say with him, like, because I don't know what's in his actual heart. I don't know what's in his head. I don't think he's someone who has a ton of integrity in the sense that he might have good intentions, but when he does something wrong, he doesn't have the integrity to actually acknowledge it, right? Instead, what he tries to do is weasel around it, sort of blame other people. He loses the debate with Diorio, right? He lost it because his entire stance was stupid, right? It was just bad. All he had to do was say, yeah, I was wrong. That's literally it. Instead, he goes on there and says, it's because he has a brain injury that he lost a fucking debate. I don't know. Like, I don't
even hear him say that, but I want to see that.
Like, but like, I don't know what to say to that. Like, I really don't know what to say to that. I understand that him and certain members of his audience that are inspired by his, I can't, Steve. I don't want to say it exactly because I don't want to be like an absolute asshole. But how do I like? Because I am a prick and everything, and I'm usually very snarky when I'm critical of somebody. But if this guy is literally using his brain injury as an excuse for his poor behavior or for getting things wrong or for just generally being a fuck up, he's putting it on the fucking table, right?
Yeah. I think it's hard for him. Like when someone points out that he's wrong and maybe even admits he's wrong, I think he's like, whoa, well, how the fuck did that happen? And then he tries to justify it to himself. So then he tries to explain why he did the thing he did instead of just being like, I fucked up. You know what I mean?
I mean, but that's okay. See, the problem is though, we're at the point where he's been through enough of these situations where he should know that everybody just wants him to say he fucked up. And I'm sure, like, I swear to God,
no, I completely agree. But he also got hit in the head with the car. So he's gonna take him a bit longer to learn something than the normal person. Why is this audience mad at me
when you're the one making that fucking joke? I held it in.
Well, I'm just like, because he doesn't like it being. He says he doesn't use it as an excuse, but like
he does. Like we keep catching him use it as a fucking excuse.
Well, then we can use it as an excuse for him, or at least I can. If like I think it's taking him a little longer to learn something that a normal person. I don't want to say normal person, but you know,
look. The other thing I'm going to say is, look, you know, I understand when you build up a following, it's really hard for the people in that following to call you out. But I've always been grateful that my audience, if I'm doing something, will be in the chat telling me to to stop, right? Like, and I've always appreciated that with his audience. When he's outright fucking up, they're just in for the fucking ride. They're ride or fucking die. They don't get off. So
yeah, I wish my audience was like that.
But yeah, I mean, like the thing is, he can just acknowledge that he fucked up, and like they're okay with it. Like they're fine with it. You don't need to be fucking perfect. Just say you screwed up. It's not that hard. But
I'll say this: I seen him take accountability for something that one of his audience members brought up to him and was like, "I don't think you needed to apologize for this," and he was like, "You know, I get that, but this is why I did apologize, and this is why I think I should have apologized." When he could have just taken the ad and been like, "Yeah, no, apologizing is admitting guilt, and I shouldn't have done that because I was in the right." And that's something literally I thought he was going to do that, and he didn't. So I don't know. He surprises me.
Yeah, but like, I mean, what about the thing with fucking Marcy that you told me?
I don't know we don't know anything about that. I can't say anything about he doesn't like Marcy.
Okay, I mean, I get it, but
he'll adamantly say that they weren't friends.
Okay, I like.
And the nicest way I can say is that he was being sympathetic towards him.
Okay, it didn't sound. Okay, all right, but it didn't sound. Okay, it didn't sound.
The way I said it.
Okay. Even
he
the
said
way
it very
you
diplomatically.
said it.
No,
Okay.
but it's just because of the way I interpreted it. It's like I get what you're saying, but he said it very diplomatic.
Okay.
And I think he was friends with Marcy, and he just doesn't want to. He just doesn't want to admit it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but look, honestly, I don't want to just maliciously go after somebody. My problem with Repzilla is just it's the lack of accountability, right? Everybody fucks up. Everybody fucks up. I fucked up. Yeah, I uploaded a video talking about the fucking Pastel Belle thing, and I fucking misheard the thin spoke thing, right?
Yeah.
Like I fucked up, and I went around on fucking Twitter. I put my name is Thin Spoke Crow with fucking butterflies and shit, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody fucks up. It's okay. Like it's not the end of the fucking world. I cannot stand any type of fucking content creator that tries to go around acting like their shit doesn't stink. Everybody shit stinks. Everybody makes mistakes. It's not a bad thing when you make a mistake, right? As long as you're willing to learn and grow from it. The thing that upsets me about Repzilla is it is a long history of pretty consistently making mistakes and not actually taking accountability for it. I mean, Steve, you said the thing with his audience. I mean, I'm honestly shocked by that because I literally have no clue what it is. And
it had to do with leafy greens, I think.
Okay.
Apologizing to leafy greens.
Okay. I mean, there you go. There's something.
Yeah. This wasn't like a public thing either, or at least not that I know of. I was being recorded, so I don't know what it's going to be used for. That's why I don't really feel like I can talk about it, but I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird situation I found myself.
Well, look, honestly, then if that's, I trust you, Steve. I think though, when it comes to him, I can't see it as just being a bunch of naive mistakes. I think a lot of it was fucking malicious, right? And I think I
understand why you see that. I understand why Redsky sees that. I tell him, I'm like, you should got to show your receipts if you want people to not think that.
It's not just that. It's not in the sense like it's. When I say he's being malicious, I don't mean he's being malicious and he knows there's nothing wrong and he's just doing it because he wants to make money. I don't mean it like that. No. Look, I mean the common expression is, the path to hell is paved with good intentions, right? I see a lot of people, and you see it on social media all the time. You have people that genuinely think that they're good, right? And they want to do good things, and they don't know how to do good things, right? So instead, they find somebody that's just objectively fucking evil, or in their head, they make them evil. And then they just go after them sideways and fucking stupid, thinking that they're fucking heroes. I think that that's more or less what you see with Repzilla and his audience in a lot of the situations Repzilla's gotten involved in.
I think you need to be intending to do harm for it to be malicious. Like by the definitions, like characterized, intending or intended to do harm, right? So I don't think he's intending to do harm. Maybe he's inadvertently doing harm. I can definitely agree with that.
I guess I'll have to put it like this, right? When you look at that petition and supporting the petition, which he was doing up until, like literally just a few days, and multiple videos being done on him and multiple streams and all this shit and yada, 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 right? But his stance was that petition. Well, if your goal is to take away her only source of income, that is objectively causing harm. There's no.
I just don't understand the petition in general because I don't see what she's like doing with her content that's promoting her shit.
Yeah, like
I was on my way here, but then I got hit by a fucking car.
Yes,
so
that's exactly what
show
happened,
me
dude.
some likes
I got the
and
Repzilla
subscribe,
powers
please.
now. I've been
Yes.
blessed. Yes.
So what are we talking about?
Why is this audience mad at me for the fucking brain damage shit?
Repzilla?
Yeah, apparently.
What do you mean? What part of his audience?
Keemstar said worse. I've said worse. Hey, there's no reason to be mad at you. What did you say?
Everyone's here said worse.
I've asked him-
What did
I
you
asked
say that was
him-
so bad?
I don't know. Like
you got hit so
you're
hard.
What did you say, Crow?
I don't know. Like you were explaining to me that there were like people were upset over the fucking brain damage jokes.
What?
Like when Steve was explaining it to me when he went on.
No,
for
they
that.
were mad at me, but they didn't say anything about you.
Oh,
What did they
okay,
say
okay,
about
okay.
you? They said you. I think they just don't like you.
Oh shit.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, Repzilla hasn't liked you for a long
Well, Crow
time.
has
It's
that
fine.
effect on people.
Yeah, I do have that effect on people.
Yeah.
It's good. You're not, dude. You're not a good entertainer if you don't have some effect on people, right?
Yep.
Look at
Keemstar.
Keemstar.
Oh, I told you that
Look at
you
Ethan.
needed to go harder on what was it? Repzion. That was the thing that I said.
When was that though?
I don't know. I was told to tell you that you needed to make Repzion look more like a clown. Apparently.
Oh, that was the that one idiot. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Maya.
Maya, the best.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
girl
Maya.
ever.
She's
Our
she's just a little
favorite
fucking
schizo.
insane. It's okay.
We
Lots of
love
women are
schizo
insane.
Okay,
Maya.
so speaking of Keemstar, I only screenshotted this one. He had
Oh, that was so
screenshotted.
fucking funny.
He
I
left
love that.
he left multiple comments, but
Yes, I
by the
saw
time
all
he
of
was
them.
bringing
They
up the
were
brain
great.
injury, Penny Page's mods were cleaning up the chat, and I didn't clip the second comment, which is much worse than this one, where he
You
said
remember
that,
what
What it said?
yeah, he's like, Repzilla needs to put a disclaimer that he has
Yeah,
a brain
no, that's not
injury
even bad. That's
on
not
his
even bad.
content.
Dude, that's not. Dude, look,
Because it's
Listen.
Dude,
false
that's the best out because if
It's
anyone brings it up to him,
Repzilla.
he can
He
just be like,
should
Keemstar
understand.
told me to do that.
yeah, it's an easy out. Like I don't know why
Yeah.
you wouldn't take it. What the fuck?
Exactly. Sen
People are
gets it.
so soft nowadays. Like what the fuck? Yeah. Also,
pretty
Steve,
funny. It's
did you
pretty
say
funny.
lots of women are insane?
Yeah, they are.
I
Lots of
agree
men
with
are
that.
insane too.
100%. Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh,
100%.
you two and your crazy bitches. Holy
Oh, they're
shit.
the best, dude. As long as they don't get on your bad side, like if you're on their bad side, they're gonna fuck you up. If not, they're great.
Okay, guys. So we have three things that we got to watch. Okay, we have Pastel Belle's latest video where
Yes.
she promotes a very
Ugh.
insane conspiracy theory, which is just fucking brilliant.
I wonder what she's going to be charged with today on Con Order.
We have the Petty Page stream where we can watch Repzilla and Keemstar when they join and see what they had to say.
I joined.
And oh yeah, Bretsky.
It wasn't very long, but I joined.
Who the fuck
what's
is
that
making that
sound?
noise? What is
Yeah,
that?
what is that?
I know it's not me.
Oh shit!
That's
Is
me.
that my coffee maker? Oh
No,
god!
oh my
Redsky.
Oh, that's
I'm
alright.
gonna smack you, dude.
It annoys me when I don't know what a sound is. You know.
I
It
like.
makes it
I'm
drive
sitting
me
there going
nuts.
like, it sounds like someone's like inhaling something.
It sounded like cars going around a metal track or something. to
Oh
me. I
no,
don't know.
sorry. It's just the people in the next room sucking a bunch of dick.
Oh, that's a very weird sound. I would not guess
Well, Redsky, I don't know why your roommates are a bunch of gay people having sex, but okay.
Yeah, true.
that. That's what gay people
we don't
do.
judge. We don't judge.
Oh no, actually, I got to score a single room, so that's pretty nice.
Dude, it's better than Colton's. I'll give you
Oh,
that. Good
fuck
job.
it.
What-
He
what's
who
that
should
God
not be
damn.
named Sen. He who should not be named.
You're over. Hold on a second. Can we just acknowledge the fact that we got rid of Colton and we brought in Redsky? So I think that was a good trade, to be honest.
That was the best trade we've ever done.
That was a good trade. Oh my gosh! Hold on, guys! I almost missed something. There was a super chat right around the time we started the stream. Let me just read it. Zombie Fox, I'm taking a break right now. Currently working on another project. Y'all in the stream better like this damn stream Crow is doing. Not an option.
Zombie Fox, Zombie, I got you later. Hit me up. Hit me up.
When Zombie Fox
do a hippie
says
song,
it must happen.
And then Zombie Fox also said, people need to stop being butter soft bitches. Fox knifes turtle.
Oh.
I'm guessing he's going to he's going to exterminate the turtles for us. That's good, Zombie.
Yes.
Good Zombie.
Making turtle soup.
Straws. Use those plastic straws, everybody.
Plastic straws.
That's
a knife, my friend.
Okay. So
that's the equivalent to a knife for a turtle.
Right. Gotcha.
And then Alpha Russ, thank you for the super chat. Redsky roommates charging crystals over in the next room.
Oh.
God damn, Alpha Russ.
What kind of roommates do you have, bud?
Good.
I don't have roommates. I have a single.
Okay, all right. Enough about Redsky's living situation. Everybody knows he lives with a bunch of gay roommates.
I live with a bunch of...
Well, yeah, go ahead and say it, Redsky. Do it. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy.
No, because Steffi's probably lurking.
Don't be a pussy. Fucking do it.
Don't
bitch out now.
God, Steffi should just come yell at me directly. Like, Redsky, I heard she hates me a lot. Just come talk to me.
Just use the gay people slur. Everybody that's... Oh, shit. He did on my stream. Redsky, you asshole.
You told me to do it, Crow.
And you should have known not to listen.
Say it again.
No. Oh, okay. I'm not going to listen to Steve. I'll listen to Crow.
Wait. No, listen
come
to Steve.
on.
Listen
Did he get to
say
say
it?
Did he get to say the word?
Listen. Okay, wait. Listen to Steve. This time when you say it, you got to say the whole sentence. Redsky.
Well, Redsky.
You got to do the whole thing. You have to say that you live with a bunch of...
I live with a bunch of faggots.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Are you happy?
Yo, Crow,
now?
you've changed.
Are you happy,
over the fucking years.
Are you happy, a little bitch?
You're amazing, Crow. What happened to you? You're
Wait,
so
we can't
cool
say
now.
faggot.
Hey, what the fuck? Crow used to be super stuck up and shit, and now like we're here, and he's so fucking fun. I love it.
I'm pretty.
We used to not be able to say retard.
Okay, look. I'll put it like this. I'll put it like this. These are the rules.
All the
if I know my wife is going to be watching the stream, you can't say it. If I don't think she will, you're good game. That's how. Those are the only fucking rules of the stream.
Guys, all the ableist slurs are making the chat go schizo.
Yeah, schizo.
Oh no, that's an ableist slur.
I need to
you
get
can't say schizo. Schizophrenics will be offended.
I'm quitting Monster
Can they even
and weed.
think?
It's a bad time in my life right now.
Dude, Redsky, you cannot insult someone with schizophrenia. You can't do that.
What?
Who?
What? You just called someone a faggot.
No, Redsky called people the gay slur.
Well, you enabled it.
Well, no, I told. Look, bro, if I tell Redsky to go jump off a bridge and he does it, am I responsible for his suicide?
I mean,
you mean for
because you got a lot
No,
of
you're not.
social media influence.
according to T channels, yes, you would be Crow.
They would argue that point. They would.
Okay. Well,
They'd be like, Crow's of Judgment makes
Crow's
people
of
kill
Judgment.
themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Crow's of
And then
Judgment.
Crow would pull an MV
Man,
and it's like, yeah, I told Etiquette to kill himself. Yeah, I said I'd shoot Nick. But like his own
Jesus
things.
Christ.
You know?
Yeah,
oh my
rest in
God.
peace, MBA. Rest in peace to you.
Oh God, I guess
RIP.
like all of his channels are gone now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's sad.
Said he was going to take my channel down, but I didn't take his channel down. I'm not trying to imply that. I just think it's funny and ironic. As
It
Tommy
is.
C would say, you know?
It
Yeah.
is,
Tommy
Mr. Cancel
ripped
Culture
into,
guy. I know what you were fucking implying.
Tommy
there.
ripped into Repzilla. I don't know if you guys checked it out.
Yep.
Well, when
I
like
stopped by for a bit and then I
he's
had to
been
go
doing
do more
it-
homework.
he's been ripping into Repzilla for a bit now.
Is he making any
Well,
good
'cause
points
it's
or is he
fun.
just like
You know what,
regurgitating
dude?
shit?
I don't even care if he does.
I don't know.
It's fine. If Tommy I mean,
Dude,
as
it's fun.
yeah, it's as primal as this may
easy.
sound. You know, my gorilla brain doesn't care as long as Tommy's shitting on Shitzilla. So
Scatzilla.
Look, I
You think
haven't
it's
seen
a
it.
fetish?
I haven't seen it. I don't know what he's saying. but it doesn't surprise me because he's been shitting on Repzilla for a while. Anyways,
It's a
guys, we have 3 very long videos we have to get through. Okay, so which one do you want to go through? You want Petty Page's stream?
Go to shit stains first.
Stop. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right, chat. We're gonna do 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 1, we're gonna watch Petty Page's stream where Repzilla shows up and Keemstar shows up. 2. We're gonna watch and Redsky. 2, we're gonna watch fucking the stream that Repzilla hosted with Pastel Belle about Eugenia Cooney, where they were shitting all over her, which was privated very recently, which is great. Or 3, we're going to watch Pastel Belle's most recent video where she implies Willy Mac is part of a pedophile conspiracy theory to keep under wraps the pedophile abuse on fucking.
Look, I know 3 sounds really juicy. Go for 1 though.
There are pedophiles.
3 is totally.
I can't believe we've seen all of these.
Community.
What the fuck? Son, you want to get in COD? Because I didn't know that we saw every single one of these already.
Do 1 first, then 3, then 2.
What order do they go in? You should do them in order, chronological order.
Well, technically, Repzilla and Pastel stream would be number 1 because that took place months ago.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that is true. But we just watched that. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you. I trust.
Okay. How about we watch the fucking Petty Page stream where Keemstar joins in? We'll start from there.
Let's do that. Yep.
Okay. All right. Give me a second. Let me get that pulled up.
I'm really disappointed that Repzilla didn't debate Keemstar. I mean, Repzilla was the one who chimped out, but still. Holy shit.
Allegedly he wanted to come on when Keemstar first
Well,
came
he
on.
wanted to do that, and then when Paige was like, well, Keem's in chat, and Keem wants to talk
bring him
now,
back.
he was like, no, I think I said what I had to, and then runs away.
Yeah.
He ran and hid like he was Anne.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think this is right around when he joined. I could be a little bit too far into it though, so let's see. That's going to speed it up a little bit.
Up for review, age restricted. We get hit with so many things constantly that we kind of become somewhat dependent on our sponsors. I really am very grateful for sponsors who've stuck with me regardless of what controversy it is that I've been in. But at the same time, I understand why people want people to not have sponsors, but at the same time, it's up to you.
Can I point something out that's like totally unrelated to all these points and topics that we've been discussing?
Go.
We have no sponsors. What's up with that?
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter.
We have zombie
It literally doesn't matter.
God, just Crow, finish it. Crow, finish your sentence.
Okay, listen. You ever realize that for women, when they go for like British people, like when women go for British dudes, they always consider it kind of like an upgrade, right? Like it's like this exotic thing for them. I don't know why, but they really like the accent and everything.
Sad.
Okay, but then think about it, right? For dudes, British women are a total fucking downgrade. God
that's weird.
That's what I was telling Sam the other night.
He told. Yeah, that's what he told.
I mean, the looks are a downgrade. The accent is just fucking annoying when they speak.
It varies.
Damn.
How could
I mean, in Petty Page's case,
you're being unfair to England now. Come on.
Yeah, bullets straight through the
What?
fucking forehead.
England is my city.
I've
bro.
seen hotter fucking English chicks.
Okay, look, I'm not basing it all on her. It's just, she's British and she just, she does fit the stereotype.
Nah, you're just not looking. You're not looking good enough. Like,
Go take a look at her OnlyFans, Crow.
Ew.
What the fuck?
The fuck are you
Maybe
on,
you'll change your
Redsky?
opinion,
Don't you remember when Augie was like, Petty Page needs to debate me, and then she responds to him on Twitter saying, no, I'm playing with my pussy on OnlyFans.
What the fuck? She actually said that?
Yes.
So it's like, okay, hey, Sen, someone agreed with you. Why'd you donate so much to Paige?
Me? This ain't my fucking channel. What the fuck?
No, I
mean,
someone's agreeing with your point. They were directing it at me.
Yeah. Why did you, Crow?
I already explained it to you, dumbass.
Oh yeah, but you didn't explain it to the
are we
public.
gonna do this argument?
Oh God, okay.
Now?
No, well, you already fucking heard it.
Why'd you bring it up, dumbass?
Gretzky was there
it was
for
in the
some
comments.
domestic abuse.
Okay.
They were inspired by your stupidity to leave that
literally
fucking
listened
comment.
to domestic abuse. Hell,
Okay, listen,
hell.
listen.
Augie
But
agreed with me.
911
Okay,
forgot.
Augie
I didn't
agreed
look.
with
Okay,
me.
look. I don't care. Right? Look, I don't know exactly what the beef is between her and Augie. I know that she implied or said like that Augie's a fucking racist and shit. Right?
She advocated for his deplatforming.
I didn't like that's the
apparently.
thing. I didn't know that.
I didn't think she did. What? Holy shit!
That's what Augie said in his tweet.
I didn't know that. But
Are you
at
sure
the same
that's not like an
time,
exaggeration.
oh look, I'll put it like this, right? If Petty Page gets all this fucking attention for fucking deplatforming Augie, and that gets her fucking name out there, and that's good for her. I'd rather she gets a bunch of attention for doing the right thing, and maybe that encourages her to do the right thing, even if it's for fucking selfish means. I don't really care, right?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
had a good
Augie,
take. That's
okay,
all that
so the
matters.
thing with Augie is he said, well, it's not about the dono. He's like, basically what he's not trying to tell people what to do with their money or whatever. It's not so much that. It's the whole, what he's looking at. It's deeper. It's like, oh, so we're just going to forgive like behavior after we've condemned the creator for being shitty, like a shitty person or whatever.
Well, yeah,
right?
look, I mean, I get it, but then Augie tried to compare her to fucking Brit Bong. And I'm
Oh.
like,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no, he made that. He's
he
like,
made
oh,
a
Brit
joke.
Bong has
It
some
was a
great
joke.
takes on it. Yeah, he was being sarcastic, but that
yeah, I
was
mean, like, I get
you
it,
know what
but
you know what he was trying to
but,
do.
like, yeah, I mean,
Haven't
I
they
do,
all
but
fucked up and been forgiven before? Like the whole wake up Instagram shit. And like, I don't know, they've been fuck ups,
That
but they've
wasn't
been
him being
forgiven.
malicious. That was
yeah,
just him
that
being
was just a
dumb.
fuck up.
Yeah.
What are you guys
Well, how do you
talking
know the
about?
Petty
Wake
Page
up
was Petty
Instagram?
Page? Did Petty Page actually
But
think he was doing
fucking
something
Petty
bad?
Page is kind of malicious. She's kind of like an opportunist too.
Okay, well, let me put it like this.
I don't
Let's say
trust
she's
her.
malicious. Let's say that she's an opportunist. In this situation,
You could
she
argue
is
that was opportunistic to
100%
not go to the police, but give all that shit to fucking Andy Worski and Ethan
Well, no,
Ralph.
because there's a difference. Paige is a grown-ass woman, and Augie and Bolax were like teenagers.
Yeah, they were like 17.
Sure, okay, you can
Yeah,
use the
that's
age
a- that's
excuse,
a
but
good
I think they would be like, that's a
Immaturity
stupid
lesson.
fucking excuse. I don't know if they would.
Yeah, well, they
necessarily
probably would.
subscribe
Look,
to it.
okay, look. It doesn't. I personally don't care if Augie's upset about it. Look, at the end of the day,
It's a, she.
I'd
she's
rather-
the Joker
I'd-
to his Batman.
yeah, I'd much
One can't
rather.
exist without the other.
I'd much rather support someone when they're doing the right thing. You're telling me that she's done like some heinous shit with Augie and everything. Well, okay, that sounds really awful.
I
for
mean,
fucking
accusing
Augie,
him
but
of being racist out of nowhere is a little strange.
yeah, well,
No,
she's
and she made a comparison to like the whole George Floyd thing or whatever. She also used
no,
that.
she pulled a Vic Blanco.
guys, she's a fucking T channel. Like that's the thing, right?
Yeah,
Look,
At least
but like
she's a
in this,
self-proclaimed.
okay. Let me put it like this. Let me put it like this, right? Let's say all these fucking videos Willy Mac is doing, right? Willy Mac's doing all these videos, putting out all the terrible things Pastel Belle does, right? And then tomorrow Pastel Belle comes out and she says, Willy Mac's right. I'm wrong. The things I've done are wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know, donate all of my earnings for the next 6 months to whatever fucking charity. I don't give a shit, right? And then everybody turns around and says, Pastel Belle's a total bitch because of all the things that she's done. We go like, okay, well, yeah, but she's trying to do the right thing now. And then everybody goes, yeah, but she's a fucking bitch. Don't forgive her. Don't let her fucking donate money. Don't do anything. Don't say anything positive. Look, if Pastel Belle tomorrow, right, does do a complete fucking 180, apologizes to Eugenia Cooney and everything, I can't fucking keep going at her for it, right? The
It's like
situation
with what-
between her
it's
and
like-
Augie is completely unrelated to all this other shit, and they have to work that out, right? They have to work it out.
Well, Augie wants to debate her. From what I
she
know,
backed out. She backed
but
out.
Paige is the one who is not really moving it
Mhm.
forward. So that's
Well,
on
is
her.
she like still pushing for his deplatforming or whatever, or is it just like a one-time?
I mean, if
kind
she
of
is, then
spam?
that's
They've
all
been
on her.
fighting for a while apparently, but they stopped. Like the last interaction they had was a few months ago. I think during the summer.
Like they
maybe
haven't
know.
interacted with each other. They're not going after each other.
I guess
Now-
Augie thought that just because of how hard everybody was going in on her, right, and how it was unanimously decided that she
He
was
has
just
a
a
point. He
T
does
channel
have
Look,
a-
and that she was full of shit. That now it's like, oh wow, everybody's quick to turn. Like as soon as someone like her makes a quote unquote base take, everybody just kind of forgets about all the bullshit she did before.
Yeah, but look,
That's how
I
it came
guess
off from him.
I can understand where he's coming from with it. The only thing I would say to that is everybody's been looking for the people in the tea community, anyone in the fucking tea community, to just point out the fucking obvious, right? And call these people out, police themselves, right? Like, I think most communities should work to like police themselves and you work out your own shit so other people don't have to fucking talk about it, right? In the situations going on right now, you finally have someone that's pretty prominent within that community, and she's calling out the bullshit within that community. So it does have much more of an impact than Willy Mac uploading his, 5th video about Pastel Belle.
Well, yeah, because then it's just a tea versus commentary, like it is all the fucking time.
Exactly. So, like, in terms of actually wanting to resolve whatever situation you see here going on with Eugenia Cooney and these tea channels, you basically have to be willing to overlook the things those tea channels have done in the past.
Well, look at what's happening.
If you can get them to call out this bullshit here, because at the end of the day, this is what we're talking about right now, not the shit that went on, 9 months ago or a year ago that's completely unrelated to all this other shit.
Well, look at what Repzilla's doing right now, where he apologized to Eugenia Cooney and stuff. What he's doing essentially, and I think
it's not sincere. It's not
sincere at all. But like
100%, it's not sincere whatsoever. What he's doing is he's softening the punch that Willy Mac has.
Softening the blow, yeah.
Oh, no.
If Willy Mac has a punching blow coming,
did you notice
I can only
that
imagine what Diorio has.
As soon as Willy alluded to the fact that he was going to make a video on Repzilla, did you see how quickly Repzilla's entire fucking demeanor changed?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, well, let me put it like this, right? You have Repzilla going around now and basically walking as much back as he fucking can, right?
Yeah.
Now, if anybody, any of these fucking people that hate Eugenia Cooney ever links out a fucking Repzilla video, just look there and go like, he's disavowed his fucking takes. So I think as much as it sucks, it has to get to that level to get him to fucking walk back anything.
He literally has a gun pointed to his head right now.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
he doesn't. I know he doesn't want to.
I'm just saying it does discredit the shit that he's pulled on her in the past, right? It does discredit his takes in the past, which I mean is something. I mean, it's something. It's not the best, but it is something at least. Gigi Evans, how realistic is that, Crow? These people are too busy doing 360s to do it 180.
Goddamn.
Yeah, wrong.
I mean, true.
Demon King Drago, what Augie didn't realize in the moment is what everybody who donated to her that night was positive reinforcement. Well, no, I don't. I wouldn't say everybody donated to her with positive reinforcement either. I don't know, but like
I
it's
am sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as I hear vibrating, I hear chips of like, what the fuck is going on? Somebody said there's a bag in chat.
Yeah,
Somebody's
he's been eating a bag of chips. I thought it was used.
I'm doing autoerotic asphyxiation right now.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
God damn it!
Keep going, Crab
Oh
man.
my god, I muted
Rock
him.
on.
Just unmute yourself when you're done with the chips. God.
I'm done now.
Okay.
I don't think Augie's gonna hold it against these guys. I think he already had a talk with Willy, right, on his stream, right? And Willy was like, "Oh, I mean, I saw like $10 being donated," and Augie's like, "No, really? Like, I saw 20s and everything there, right?"
Well, Tommy donated as a joke.
Yeah. Well, Tommy donated like 30 euros and shit.
Well, yeah, because he was like, Petty Page makes me alcoholic or some shit like that. It was really fun.
Honestly, I don't blame Augie for being upset about it, especially especially not in the moment that it happens, right? Yeah. I get it. I get it.
Basically.
Yeah,
I get what he meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
I stood with Augie on that.
I just from where I'm sitting as somebody who wasn't really involved in that shit that went on between him and Petty Page. It is not going to impact my decision to be supportive of anyone when they are 100% in the right, and their statements have a lot of impact on the community that's being criticized right now.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that's important. And maybe it seems unfair, but I kind of wonder what's the purpose of doing content, right? What's the purpose of Willy Mac doing the videos on Eugenia Cooney? It seems to bring some exposure to what these T channels are doing, right? The reason why you're doing that is so that maybe you can get them to fucking stop, because a lot of the shit they've done is really disgusting. If any of the channels that he's criticizing comes out and disavows their takes and everything, you have to kind of like, you get what I mean? Like, you have to kind of look past their other bullshit and get them to work towards at least one positive thing. I mean, it doesn't, like, I guess it sucks, right? Because it makes the world sound very murky, but it is
not really. But because, like, think about if the art commentary started coming after you, Corey, you'd be like, these people don't know what's going on in our community. They don't know what they're talking about. Why should I take any of their points seriously? But if it was someone who actually knew what was going on, then you would probably take him some, like, you would.
Oh yeah,
actually
no,
listen to
100%.
him, you know?
Well, I mean, look at Pastel Belle, right? She's responding to Willy Mac, the commentary guy, right? You know, the first video she did on him was like 30-something minutes long, and she only played one clip of him. This video that she did recently, you know, she actually played him talking, right? It's because people were like, you didn't even show him speaking. Like, you were so dishonest. So, like, she's paying attention to that. She is, but she's not addressing the actual criticism she's getting. Now, can she
just
really
goes
turn
ooga
around?
booga.
Well, can she really turn around, look at Petty Page, and try to imply that Petty Page is only speaking out about this because Petty Page is a commentary bro, some white dude that just wants to pick on the women and the LGBTQ. Like, it doesn't work against Petty Page.
Dude, Petty Page owns that she's a T channel too.
Yeah, exactly.
She said to Keemstar, "Oh, we're not all like the same. I'm a different kind of T channel." That's what she said to Keem.
Well, I think what she was implying is the fact that she has different takes than the T
She
channel.
was trying to differentiate herself from them. Basically.
Well, she does have she's disagreed with like Repzilla and those guys before.
Yeah, look, I mean, the thing
like
is,
before she ratioed the mom on Twitter, she agreed with the Gabby Hanna stuff.
Well,
yeah.
Look, I don't know. Again, I can't tell you what is within somebody's head and what's within their heart. You have to basically just look at their actions.
Well, I know what's not in Repzilla's head.
When I look at, generally speaking, when I listen to somebody and they're talking about their kid, I usually, when I see someone doing that, I'm usually more receptive to what they're saying. So when she's talking specifically about raising her kid, and it's not up to a content creator to raise your kid, and it's not up to a content creator to police what your kid is doing online, right? That seems like it's a sincere statement from her, right? And I think it's an important one too. I'm trying to remember. I think it was Ninja, right?
Oh God, him.
Well, hold on. He basically made some sort of statement like, it's not up to me to teach your kids about racism or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, and people were upset with him. And he's like, no, I'm not teaching people's kids, right? But you do see that push. Like, people are like, well, you're a content creator, so you're responsible. And I sit there and I go, like, no, like, what fucking insanity? Like, yeah, seriously, what kind of fucking insanity is that? Can you imagine? Like, can you imagine one of these idiots, right, going up to fucking going up to like Fox Studio and yelling at them and saying that you're responsible for my childhood, you raised me, and I became a horrible person? Like,
or Steve from Blue's Clues.
You know? Yeah, it's fucking
Steve from Blue's
I became homeless because of you, Steve. I couldn't find the clues.
Look, you know, here's the thing. It used to be kids would watch TV. It used to be like kids would just watch TV, right? And you could say that a lot of kids grew up on cable. Okay. Now those kids are switching from watching TV. They're watching, you know, YouTube, right? So instead of watching fucking, I don't know, Blue's Clues or the
wait, did you say
show.
Blood Blues Clues?
No. Shit. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? Like, instead of watching things like SpongeBob and everything, they're now starting to watch, you know, YouTube content creators and everything.
Well, you can
Yeah.
even look at it like people used to watch E News and TMZ and shit, and now they're just watching like
Oh,
these
God,
T
I
channels.
No,
remember-
now they're just watching Repzilla and fucking Sloan and shit. Oh god.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
they're
look,
watching
I'm just,
Positivity.
you know,
Click,
look,
click, 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 click.
I'm not saying the content that they're watching has improved. My point is, though, it was bullshit for parents to be so fucking pathetic that they would go ahead and bitch that the cable isn't raising their children properly or teaching the children the lessons they need to fucking learn, right?
Yeah.
Yelling at your fucking cable box like a fucking idiot, right?
That's lazy parenting.
Well, yeah, but now we're in a society where we're looking at YouTubers and trying to like bash them over the fucking heads, telling them they need to be raising people's kids, right? And I'm like, God fucking damn it.
It's
You
a
people
culture that basically promotes lazy parenting.
Well, no, it's a culture that doesn't understand fucking history, right? This is literally what your fucking parents did, right? When they were at fucking work, not taking care of you and sitting you in front of a fucking like a cable TV box, and you sat your ass there and you fucking watched it. Now you're doing the same thing with your kids, and you're bitching at the fucking YouTubers to be better parents when in reality it is you. You're just terrible fucking parents. So I listened to her talking about that. It seems far more sincere to me. So stuff like that, I think that she was giving sincere takes. I don't want to pretend like I'm an expert or anything like that, but sometimes it's a little bit easier to I don't know. I guess maybe it is just a vibe or something, but you kind of like get this feeling when you listen to someone talk when they're full of shit after a certain point of listening to a bunch of people that are full of shit talk. And I wasn't getting that from her in this.
Who, Petty Page?
Yeah, I just wasn't getting that this was just some like grifter, bullshit fucking take. She was gonna stand against the fucking tea community, so she gets some dollars on a stream. It didn't.
It's weird though, because the only thing holding me back from thinking that way, it's the whole thing with Augie, really.
Mm.
But I don't know. Willy Mac was trying to make sense of it. He was like, "Oh, think about it from her perspective because of the tensions at the time and stuff." But Augie's like, "I don't fucking care" and shit like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, look, I'll put it like this, right? I fucking hate Ethan Klein. I think he's a fucking dirtbag piece of shit, right? But if Ethan Klein started some fucking campaign against YouTube, right? I mean, like literally, to stop fucking YouTube censorship or something for whatever reason, right? Yeah. I wouldn't sit there and go, well, you're the guy who supports deplatforming. What are you doing supporting us now? Right? Like, the thing is, if you want to bring people over to your side, you gotta let shit go.
You think we're gonna bring? You know what I think? Augie doesn't want Petty Page on our side. I think that's
well. I mean, I'm just talking about on this issue. I don't mean like those two are never going to see eye to eye.
Yeah, he doesn't want. I don't think he wants anything to do with her.
Yeah, no, I mean that's fair. But if I'll put it like this, and again, like this is something that's between them. It doesn't really impact anything. But if it came down to it, if Augie had to decide, do I keep this beef with Petty Page going, knowing that it could jeopardize getting the fucking tea community to back off of Eugenia Cooney, right? Should I just like keep my fucking pride here, or should I just let it go? Right?
I think Augie will only let it go if it like actually affects his channel and his social circle. Where people
Augie's a very prideful person. I don't know if you can tell.
Like I think if he was legitimately losing friends and subscribers and stuff over this shit, which I highly doubt because like it would have to go really fucking far for that to happen.
I don't know if he'd fold even then though.
Well, maybe like
he doesn't seem like the type that ever really folds on things though.
Look, I don't think that he would. At the end of the day, some people just aren't going to fucking like each other. Like if that's the case, that's the case. I get where he comes from with it. I do. It's just I'm looking at it in the sense of there is one issue right now. It is a serious issue. It needs to be fucking dealt with. I'm willing to work. I don't think that working with an evil person to resolve a situation is evil in itself, right?
Yeah.
Like,
He just
Maybe, I don't know.
he just doesn't.
Depends how
Some
evil.
people don't have the patience to do that, or they just don't want to. Right?
I,
They're
mean,
just
like,
over it.
I get it. Some people think that, you know, if you work with someone who's bad, that would just make you bad. It doesn't matter why you're doing it. They're bad, and therefore your willingness to work with that bad person makes you bad. I don't
think it
see
depends how
that
bad
way.
they are. So I'm not going to be like screwing with any pedos or anything. I'm not going to be.
Well,
trying to-
yeah, I'm like, look, not every, like, again, I don't think there's any situations black and white. There's going to be a scale to things, right? Obviously,
I don't think
it doesn't-
Petty's like that though.
Well, yeah, like, look, obviously, if
She has
it
Petty
came
in the
down
name,
to,
just-
if
Like
it
you
came
wouldn't
down,
work with Mini Lad or Red Kiwis or something.
Oh,
like,
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no.
He knows way better than like what the fuck.
Yeah.
Even if
But-
it was for the greater good.
Crow, we should play this video. Otherwise,
Yeah, we
we're
should.
gonna- Yeah.
You not to buy into that influencer. You then have to take a responsibility as an individual and then say, I don't like this person. I think they're fucked up. For that reason, I'm not going to buy into them. I'm not going to watch their content. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. But you have to make that decision on your own instead of forcing a company or a major conglomerate to make that decision for you, because they're just there to do what they do, which is to promote their products.
Well, I just want to say, it's very easy as an audience member to hear this conversation and come to the conclusion, these YouTubers, they're so blessed, they're making so much money, they just care about the money, and that's why he's bringing up the sponsors thing. Oh, it is your entertainment. I swear it is your entertainment. I swear, I've been a YouTuber for 13 years, and back in the day, it was non-stop entertainment. You would go to youtube.com, and you'd be glued to the thing for hours and hours and hours, and now everything is boring. Everything is boring. You want to know why? Because you went after the sponsors. You went after the money. You went and canceled everyone for every little thing, to the point where TikTokers are being canceled for the stupidest stuff. Like, remember when the D'Amelios got canceled because they spit out food?
Yeah.
You guys ruined it by canceling the people and by going after the sponsors. Now you have a boring, like. And listen, you need drama. You need bad guys. You need good guys. It is the.
No, it's
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
well,
He's not right. I don't know about the bad guy thing. But yeah, no,
No,
like,
it's
he's
what
making
keeps
a
the
lot of good
circle
points.
life go around
Especially
in
for
the drama
Keemstar.
community.
well, look, he's not wrong when he talks about, you know, going for the sponsor. The thing is, Keem's engaged in that fucking behavior before. Like, that's the
Yeah.
problem. Everybody's done it, including Keem, right?
I just think it's so funny hearing him say, "You need bad guys," because like he
Well,
knows
I
the
mean,
bad guy.
I think what he means by bad guys is like someone who just heavily disagrees with you. At least that's what my interpretation of it was, but
Well, it's
I
hard
could
to
be
say
wrong.
when it's Keemstar.
you never know. Well,
Yeah.
according to Repzilla, Gabby Hanna is a YouTube villain. Eugenia Cooney is a YouTube villain.
Oh, wow. It's a lot of YouTube villains we got.
Yeah,
I'm going to hit
it's the
play
Legion
again.
of Doom.
It's not necessarily needing bad
Every single
guys.
Disney movie has a bad guy. Every single imagine
Same.
the Avengers, right? Where Thanos and whatever his name is, Iron Man, they sit there and just dab it up. That's the movie, really? That's the movie you want to watch? Go all the way back to the Bible. It's got drama in it. You need drama, all right? You're
Yes, the Bible is my
every-
favorite
Here's the
drama.
thing. Here's the thing. We don't necessarily need the bad guy. What we need is unsanitized commentary. I was one of the few people within the drama community who did not stand the deplatformation of Leafy, purely because I feel like if we get rid of Leafy, we're setting a, especially with no reason, we set a precedence for anyone to be deplatformed across the whole of the commentary community. And people are like, well, Leafy was terrible. Leafy was bad. Leafy said this. Leafy said the N-word. And I agree. Leafy was like a piece of shit, whatever. But at the same time, we have to acknowledge that we need unsanitized commentary. We need to be able to say what it is. YouTube at this very moment in time, with the policies and procedures, as well as the community surrounding YouTube, as well as people going after people's sponsors and sanitizing YouTube to a certain point now where unbiased commentary or commentary which is just free flowing doesn't exist anymore. We are now having sanitized commentary. And I've made a conscious change, especially within like the past, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 months here on my channel, no longer to allow myself to be sanitized by what the entire public think. And if I feel some kind of way, I feel some kind of way. If I want to say something, I'm going to say something. Even if nobody agrees with me, I'm going to stand steadfast in truth. And I feel like we should all, even the commentary bros, accept the fact that people feel differently. But we can't constantly go after each other's livelihoods.
Well, the best analogy I have for it is when there's
Hey, so I also put it like this. Do you think that she's being sincere when she says that she's changed her mindset on things, or she's just saying that?
She sounds sincere to me.
Yeah. See,
This is the first I've
Yeah,
heard.
like
of it.
she seems sincere. The only thing is, I just can't trust people anymore. So I don't know.
But what would be her motivation to be lying here?
yeah,
Optics?
I mean,
But
you
even-
could always
yeah,
make an
I don't
optics
know.
argument. She could. I guess the optics argument would be she sees the T community failing on this, so she wants to get ahead of it. and not
But like,
get
I
dragged
think
down.
her whole take on the eating disorder seemed very genuine. So
Yeah,
it would
that's what
make
I mean.
it wouldn't make sense for her to be lying when she says this.
Well, here's the thing. So if she goes forward now and she doesn't put these things into practice, she's setting herself up to look like a hypocrite, and she's setting herself up to get put into more drama than she needs to be put in. Than
Well, I
if she
guess
was
we'll
just being
just have to wait
sincere.
and see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we can do.
If we went by like what could happen. Oh, hey John, how you doing, buddy? John's in the chat.
John.
Like if you go by that standard, right? If you go by that standard, I think that that's probably the best one. You have to judge her based on how she's going to act moving forward now that she's made that statement. And if she doesn't change, if she goes back to stupid fucking Twitter drama where she's calling Augie a fucking racist and Keemstar's a racist and people are doing the fucking advertiser shit, then
clip this and send it to her. Just reply with this clip and be like, "What are you talking about?"
Wait, John, the links in the Discord. I'll put it. I'll put in our DMs.
I think it got lost in the shuffle. That's why.
It's okay. Check Twitter. I'm gonna hit play, but I think that she's being sincere. Like that's all I want to say. So I'm willing to support someone when I think they're being sincere, and I know they're being on, and I know they're on the right side of
Like,
things.
I support Repzilla apologizing to Eugenia Cooney 100%.
Oh yeah.
The only thing is, I think he's literally just doing it to save himself, and he doesn't actually. I really don't think he cares or
What's up,
agrees
John?
with the fact that he did it.
What's going on?
Same old.
So what's so you're saying you guys think she's being sincere or what?
I think she's being sincere. Is all I was saying.
I don't
say so.
I don't know. I don't know enough about her. I
don't. I'm just saying. I think so. It's just my opinion.
I'm always going to be.
I'm skeptical. Like I'll approach it. I think she is because of her genuine take on the eating disorder stuff, but
I don't know. Look,
you never know.
I don't know enough about her, and I would say I'm always leery of people. So online. So we'll see. I guess we'll see how things play out. Like I said, I don't know her from Adam, so I don't know. And truthfully, as always, I don't give a shit. So
it's
good
funny.
guy, John.
It's funny, John. I was using this clip when I was uploading that Repzilla video, and it was that New York Post article. It's like men have better sex with emotionally unstable women.
God.
So, but the thing was, I need to save it from my phone to my computer. So I put it into our Twitter DM so I could just save it from there. And John sees it, is like, hey, he just puts in the comments, I know, Steve told me. And I'm like,
what? That's what you said to him, John?
Yeah, it was fucking great.
Well, Steve, you
well,
do
Steve,
like...
you
I was just going like, what kind
Steve,
of fucking conversations do you and Steve have?
Steve, remember you were joking about it. You were joking about it, so that's why I said that.
Yeah, I was like, that's facts. That's just funny. I just
joking. I was joking too. I was just like, hey, I know, because Steve told me.
No, dude, I saw that. I just stared at it. I was like, I'm not gonna respond to this, but I wonder what the fuck you were talking about.
It's a joke. It's obviously a joke. That's why I said it like that. It's like, I know, Steve told me.
Yeah, Steve's got a strange taste in women.
Xylee said, I can tell you with the way she has been in my chat, it falls in line with what she was saying. Okay, well,
I can actually vouch for that because when I was in chat listening to her react to my Repzilla video, Petty Page seemed to have some good takes in there on the eating disorder stuff. So
yeah, look,
I can vouch for that.
I'm hopeful that she's being sincere. I'm hopeful. I'll judge her on her actions moving forward. I think that's the best thing you can do. And if she doesn't change, and she's really just doing the same sort of shit as everybody else, then just criticize her and point out that she's incapable of change, like she said that she was. But until she shows she can't do that, I'm not gonna sit there and just shit all over. Like we call it like gatekeeping or something. You can't have good opinions because in the past you had bad opinions, so I'm gatekeeping the good opinions. Let's gatekeep good opinions. We'll always be right.
No, people can change. It's They can change over time. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what intentions she has, and if she's being legit. I mean, like you said, judge her on her actions going forward.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's all you can do. My thing is, like I said, look, because even with like somebody like Pastel Belle is not beyond redemption. I think you know what I'm saying.
Are you
Right
sure?
now,
That sounds like a very, very charitable.
listen,
I don't.
listen.
Yikes.
Listen, what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yikes.
Nobody is beyond redemption on this platform. We've seen it time and
Well,
time again.
hold-
When
Wait,
you've
she
been here,
insinuated that
when
there
you've
was a
been on the
fucking
platform,
pedophile ring in
when you've
Eugenia's
been here, but I know it's messed up, but that's the thing. Again,
Right,
nobody.
honestly, John, with all
Think
due
about-
respect, I think that doesn't apply to Mini Lad, Red Cube.
Hey,
any of those guys.
Oh, you're
everybody,
still
everybody
there.
stop,
You're still
everybody
here.
stop.
Look, there's
Guys,
a
guys,
big difference. Hold on,
Gentlemen,
there's
gentlemen,
a big difference. What?
Stop. Okay. Marcy just said Paige put out a video about Belle since you've been live.
Oh
And-
shit! Really?
Well, you
Yeah,
can check it out, but here, let me say this real quick.
I
This
will.
is
I
what
just
this
want
is
you to
what-
see the title. I just want you to see the title. It's
There's-
hilarious.
look, okay, but there's a big difference between a criminal, right, and somebody that's just doing fucking commentary here on the fucking platform. Okay.
Wait, what does it say?
Oh,
The problem with Pastel Belle and why YouTube agrees with me.
Damn.
That's funny.
That is funny.
That's funny.
It's the petty in her name.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Damn.
That's good. I mean, she's using it for good on this one. At least.
Yeah, no,
But
that's
I don't
that's
know-
a good title.
I don't know about the statement of Pastel Belle not being beyond redemption. I don't know, John.
Bro, she's not a criminal.
I mean, like, okay, so
She's
what
not
has
a
she really
criminal.
done to
Sure,
put her
but,
past
like,
that
come
line?
on.
We're talking.
She'd have to
we're
work
talking
on
about-
I
We're
know,
talking
but
about
like you'd have to
people-
be like really
you're talking
charitable.
about people. You're talking about people engaging in criminal behavior.
Well, it's
as opposed to
malicious
people that
shit,
just
dude.
talk- Sure, it's
She's
mean shit,
crazy.
bro. But the people,
It's
a lot of
crazy. It's
people-
malicious.
A lot of people.
What if
have
she
done-
was like, I just found out I was ingesting
a
lead
lot-
by accident
a
for the
lot of
past 3
people-
months?
A lot
Yeah,
of people
I
have
wouldn't
done-
believe her. I'd be
a
like,
lot
yeah,
of-
that's a
A
Repzilla
lot
car
of people
defense.
have done mean shit on this platform, and they've been embraced with open arms over time. It's happened, bro. If you've been here since the
Well, that's the
beginning,
Keemstar
like
effect.
I
ain't
have, this is what I'm saying. That's my point. It's just like it doesn't look. Anybody can get past anything if they put in the right amount of work. They say they do the right amount of apologizing, ass kissing, whatever it is that they have
Well, if you
to do to
mean-
get back in people's
If you
good
mean
graces.
that you're not,
if you're
you
talking
don't
about
get-
if
you
you're
don't
talking
get
about
canceled
criminal
on
behavior,
YouTube.
if you're
If you
talking
don't
about
get
criminal
can-
behavior,
Are you saying that you don't get canceled on YouTube unless you make yourself canceled?
bro, like EDP, like somebody brought up EDP, that's different, right? You're talking about somebody that is a fucking.
All right, I get you on that.
see
I
what
get
I'm
you on that. But
You're
now
talking
you're
about something
talking
criminal.
about.
You're
Now
talking
you're
about
just
something
yes,
criminal.
yes, John. You said the word criminal like 5 times already. I get you.
Yes.
But now you're talking about like just in general. What you're saying is you don't get canceled on YouTube unless you let yourself be canceled.
Basically. And she's not
'Cause
going to
that's
let
the
herself
Keem
be
effect.
canceled because there's still people. Look, there's still going to be people that side with her. This is what I'm saying. There's still
Look,
going to be
I-
people that side with her no matter what. Her bad takes and all.
Look,
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
you know,
that's
okay,
a good
okay,
point.
no,
That's a
no,
good point.
John's not wrong. Look, Pastel Belle could always turn around.
She'd
But-
have to work really fucking
Yeah,
hard. to do
look,
that.
she
Let me-
would,
let me
but
put-
that doesn't change the fact
Let
that
me
she
put it.
could.
Let me put it into perspective a
Yeah.
little bit better. Let me put it into perspective a little bit better. Okay, you see what Repzilla is doing right now, right? You see what I'm saying?
Like, he's
Repzilla.
ignoring shit. You mean?
No. He's apologizing to Eugenia Cooney, and he's already planting some seeds there, right? It's PR work. I look at it and I say, look, he's just doing damage control. But to some people, that's going to start swaying people's opinion on him, right? Because they're like, okay, you know what? He's not beyond reason.
At,
You know what I'm
Crows,
Yeah.
at Crows of Judgment, play the video, cried the crowd. Never. Both the crows.
Yeah, that's the problem that we have, isn't it? Yeah.
Like I wasn't planning on playing this video though.
I can't wait for someone to try to hit you with a copyright strike, and you'd be like, "We didn't even watch your video. We watched 30 seconds and just talk the rest of the time."
Yeah, right.
How long is this?
Her
don't
video
know.
is like 40 minutes long.
Jesus
so-
Christ.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Well, the thing
Maybe on
is,
double speed.
everything that's in the video, because I'm just like looking at the. I was looking at these here.
Do you want to watch this instead?
Would somebody think of the children? YouTube's
What is-
policy,
what is
Repzilla.
that song?
Okay. How about we got a section for Repzilla response. Let's check it out.
Others have made about Eugenia Cooney. However, what I will say is there has actually now since been a response from Repzilla. Repzilla, if you guys will remember from my previous stream, the last stream it is that I did, I will leave a clip in this video, basically said that he was, you know, encouraging somewhat of Belle Aubrey for them to make a video in response and in retaliation to this whole entire situation. Are you friendly with Pastel, Belle?
Yeah, I am.
Do you slide into the DMs?
Do what again?
Do you slide into the DMs?
Whatever she's into, that's her business. I don't know anything other than like I told her like she should
What a
probably respond to
retard.
those things, you know. But like
He
I said,
doesn't
I
get
don't
the
agree with
terminology.
like everything that other people stand
So
by.
you
They're
said that
their
she
own
should
person.
possibly respond to them. You've kind
Say
of
again?
said you said to her that she should respond to them, yeah?
I think so. I think if it was
She got him.
me, I think
Now, the reason I asked Repzilla if he had slid into the DMs is because I've noticed personally that there has been like a documented history with Repzilla where he literally encourages people to do certain things and then like dips out when it doesn't suit him. For instance, with the whole
Yep.
Rewired Soul situation that happened, there was the encouragement, and then after the
Dude, she is gonna get him.
Hey, she brought up the Rewired Soul, Steve.
Oh, there you go.
Mm.
I mean, but
was
so
going
if he's
to
just
sound like-
encouraging them to wait, hold on a second, because like I'm encouraging Repzilla to respond right now because he's telling me he has receipts and everything. So if Belle is going to him and saying I have the receipts to prove everything.
Slow down,
No, hold
Steve,
on. What?
Okay.
Okay, what did he do exactly? What did he do? He went into Belle's DMs and said you should respond to Willy Mac.
Remember what he did with the Leafy Green situation?
Oh my
No,
god.
I don't because I don't pay attention to fucking old shit.
Rip.
Okay.
He went
Steve.
into a bunch of YouTubers' DMs, including RSN, asking them to make videos on leafy greens and attack her.
Oh,
But
right.
then
Yeah.
he sent them her personal information, and then he specifically said in those DMs that he did not want them to mention him or credit
That's
him.
true. You're
he
right.
tried to distance himself
He did do
100
that.
fucking percent.
So that's what she means by he has a history, because even with the Rewired Soul shit,
Oh yeah,
right?
no,
Like
Rewired
him and
Soul.
Rewired Soul were in communication, and Steve, I hope it's Steve. and,
Steve, you're a lost cause. It sounds like holy shit.
Oh
I need
my
to save you.
no,
Wait,
no,
what?
no,
Yeah, Steve, I love you. I love you, Steve.
no, we
You're
love
right.
Steve.
We need,
No,
we
dude,
need to
I'm not a
coddle
lost
him. We need
god.
to coddle
Oh
him
fuck me,
with-
I'll cancel all of you before I get canceled.
Hey? Hey?
That makes me feel a lot better. Wow.
Yeah.
It should.
Cancel Redsky first, please.
Yeah. Take out the fucking crab first.
Hell yeah,
First.
dude. We're gonna feast on the crab, dude.
I'll make sure to poison you all.
let me go back to. I'm going to keep playing the video there, but it is something that with the Leafy Green situation, and again with the Rewired Soul, what her point is, and it has happened in the past. He'll push people into doing content through DMs, and then if it's positive, he'll jump on board, right? If it's
think he's
bad
maybe
and
doing that right
negative,
now,
he
isn't he?
acts as if he had nothing to do with any of it.
Okay, but
Yeah.
he did admit that he told Belle that she should do the response, right? So it's
Well,
not like he was
that-
trying
that-
to cover that
Well,
up.
he
No,
walked that
no,
back
that-
though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, now he's acting like he was never in contact with her.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's
yeah,
why,
that's
but that's why
And Petty
she said
Page
that
called
she,
his shit on that.
Yeah. Petty Page, the reason why she's pointing this out, the reason why she asked him is because she's trying to establish whether or not he's communicating with her in DMs because of his history of communication in DMs about other content.
Dude, you
creators
should
and
have
shit.
seen him. So Petty Page basically was commenting on this on Twitter, and Repzilla responded basically being like, "It is nobody's business what I say to them in DMs." And then he's like, and then he said the thing about Pastel. He's like, "Belle's a big girl and she can handle herself."
Well, let's. I mean, the
Yeah.
Repzilla section
he's
of
sick.
this is pretty short. So let's see what happens now.
Like left them and fed them to the wolves.
Funnily enough, when the popular opinion shifted, Repzilla pretended like he never knew Chris.
Whoa,
That sounds familiar.
Redsky,
Fedsky.
you're featured. Let's go back a little bit.
Wolves.
Cecil
Funnily enough, when the
McFly.
popular
Cecil
opinion shifted,
McFly
Repzilla
told me
pretended
I'm
like he never
famous
knew Chris.
apparently. So
Wait, what?
Cecil McFly says that I'm apparently a celebrity now. So I don't know.
Yes, you're in the
There you
public eye more now.
Good
Didn't
job,
you notice,
Redsky.
by the way, Steffi clipped you?
Yeah, and then she deleted it.
Yeah, because I liked it. I'm like, yo, it was good.
Fucking Steffi.
They did the power move
I know
Augie
you're here
did.
lurking in chat, Steffi, you schizo bitch.
Who the fuck is? Okay.
That's one of Edwin's #1 fans.
She's a nobody.
Dude, I don't
dog.
even think Edwin wants to associate with her though because she's so fucking crazy.
No, Edwin loves everybody.
No, he loves
kinda.
her.
Edwin. What?
He's the
Edwin
only one who
loves
does love her.
everybody.
I don't think
Kinda.
anyone else likes her.
Okay.
I mean, ooh, Oracle likes her.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah,
Tried
we're
to
not going
slide
to
in
talk
the
about
DMs
that.
today.
We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, let's not.
disgusting. That's disgusting, son.
So bad.
Okay, all right. I'm hitting
All right,
play.
we need to
You
get on
guys,
topic.
you
Holy
guys
shit.
need to control yourselves.
Yeah,
I just wanna
Jesus.
fuck crazy
Be
bitches, that's all.
professionals. You're on a
I'm
professional.
gonna get a monster. I'll be
podcast.
right back.
Fucking professional monster.
Drugs.
and then like dips out when it doesn't suit him. For instance, with the whole Rewired Soul situation that happened, there was the encouragement, and then after the encouragement, they kind of like left them and fed them to the wolves.
Funnily enough, when the popular opinion shifted, Repzilla pretended like he never knew Chris and tried burying the previous friendship by deleting videos in defense of him. The reason I mention this is that it shows that Repzilla has a habit of being friendly with people and then throwing them under the bus when it benefits him.
And I kind of had a feeling that a similar situation like this would take place, considering how the internet's mentality surrounding Eugenia Cooney has shifted. So it wasn't surprising to me when he decided to double back on some of the things it is that he said. So he said, I want to make it clear about my stance on the Eugenia Cooney situation, how I have briefly discussed the temporary removal or age restriction in at least 2 videos. I no longer believe that this is productive to even discuss a temporary removal. My original opinions were formed from situations separate from her illness. I think this is a critical discussion that needs to be had and a difficult one that goes beyond commentary YouTube videos. I've removed my mention of the petition link from said videos in accordance with and apologize to Eugenia for any stress I may have caused concerning her illness. Now, a lot of people are applauding him for making this stance, and honestly, I applaud him too, but I can also understand, and I have a feeling that Belle may be feeling like she was, double-crossed in this situation, because it seems as if, especially from an outsider's perspective, that he may have encouraged her, and then she went out and rode with her pitchfork, and then he was gone. Anyway, with this being said, Willy Mac has already said in another stream.
Okay. So
I mean, I think I do that all the time. So I don't know if I'm necessary. Like, I don't care if Repzilla said, "Yeah, you should definitely make a video responding," and then when she did a shit video, he wasn't going to defend it.
No. Steve.
This is a pattern of behavior that he doubles down on and says he doesn't do. When this is
If he's
provably
denying doing it, then
fucking
that's
false.
dumb. Yeah. If he's denying doing it,
This is why-
Okay.
Steve, this is
Steve,
why I have a
I
problem
think
that you trust him.
Redsky, chill. Steve, I think that what you're saying here is like, oh, it's not that bad if, Repzilla is just telling her, hey, you should respond to this, right? Because people are talking about you, right? Okay.
Exactly.
What she's saying is that Repzilla months ago was in Pastel Belle's DMs, right? Telling her, hey, this Eugenia Cooney girl's really bad, right? Yeah, she's really bad. Hey, we're going to do content on Eugenia Cooney. Yeah, let's do content on Eugenia Cooney. Yeah, be on my stream, Pastel Belle, right? And we're going to be doing the stream. I'm have your back 100%. And then the moment Pastel Belle is being criticized, right? And being fucking just, to
the point beyond redemption in most people's eyes.
Now Repzilla is like, I'm not in favor of this petition. No, oh no, these are bad. Yeah, no. Oh gosh, I can't believe she did any of that stuff.
So you think
that's
you don't think he's actually like changed his mind based on like
no. Steve. What I'm saying is that is what Petty Page is saying. That's what Redsky is saying. They're not saying that he's being her friend and just giving her friendly advice that she should probably respond to this shit. They're saying that he conspired with Pastel Belle, right? That they had these same takes together and that he worked with Pastel Belle in private on a lot of this shit. Yeah, and now is basically like, oh, who's that? Oh, we barely ever spoken. She's never even been on my channel.
With this whole conspiracy thing, because this is how it started with like, Pastel
Belle
is like, there's a conspiracy. Repzilla was the one who Pastel Belle, yeah, she was spouting out these weird conspiracies. Repzilla was the one weaving the seeds behind the scene.
So if
encouraging
he's denying ever knowing her or talking about her or having her on stream, like that's crazy. I don't know why he would do that. So I'm against that.
Because he's crazy.
This is crazy. Maybe he forgot.
Listen, Steve. This is what I really like. I'm genuinely concerned how much like
Well,
I know you don't trust Repzilla. I know you don't trust Repzilla. He doesn't trust you. But the amount of faith you're putting in him is concerning because I am fucking worried that he is going to screw you over somehow again, like he did.
Why? Because I'm thinking critically. You got to be you're biased against Repzilla. I'm trying to be unbiased and try to get both sides. I'm just trying to think of all the possibilities instead of just jumping to one conclusion.
The Predator and he tried to blame the Sammy Vapor Studio thing on you.
Yeah,
saying that
I know you're trying to appeal to my anger to get me angry.
No, I'm not.
I'm just trying to look at things objectively. So I'm asking questions. I'm thinking through it. If it gets you mad, that's
Steve,
okay.
I'm saying that you give people too many chances.
That's fine.
And it's fucking you over. And like, if I'm gonna speak selfishly, it's fucking the rest of us over too.
Well, no, you don't have to associate with me then. I won't tell you anything. I can keep things to myself, dog. I can do that.
Pescator was on your stream last night, and Steffi is trying to use that as a point for Tommy C to go after me.
I really don't care about Steffi at all. No one takes her seriously except
I know, but I'm just saying that it's like people are gonna see the shit that you associate with, and it's gonna screw everybody around you over.
No, hold on, stop.
Okay.
No. It doesn't work that way. Like, we don't do guilt by association, right?
Well, we don't do that, but that's what other people are trying to operate
and other people can go fuck themselves, right? Tell them to get a fucking rusty fork and shove it up their ass. I don't fucking care.
Look, let's look at it like this.
Cut me out.
Let me listen. Let me sum it up. All right, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about me online. You know what I mean? Yeah. To quote Dave Chappelle, when he said fucking he doesn't give a fuck about Twitter because it's not a real place. That's the way I view online. Yeah, I mean, I live in the real world. I mean, I don't give a fuck.
So. I know who I am. I don't need to prove to them who I am.
Like, Steve, I like that you're trying to be charitable and bring some neutrality to this whole situation. I just don't want Repzilla to do something like he did to all these other fucking people.
Well, I mean,
I know he's like screwing people over.
I mean, like, he tried to screw me over. I don't let him have it.
I know. I'm just saying, be really fucking careful.
So don't worry about this right now. Let's move on from this because this is honestly,
Yeah, way to derail. Jesus, guys.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying because Repzilla keeps going to Steve saying, "Tell Red."
Oh my gosh, shut up! I don't care anymore. Thank you. All right, we're playing Why YouTube Agrees with Belle.
Really should be discussing.
The video is titled My Response and Why YouTube Agrees with Me. They definitely don't, but we'll get to that.
Where's your proof that they don't? Because you spend a lot of time in your video going over the need for having proof and receipts for everything, but I don't see you bringing forward any proof or receipts for what you said in your video. You know, I did provide proof that my video was flagged for harmful and dangerous content. You know, the clause that actually does contain something about eating disorders. And all you have to provide as counter-proof or like counter evidence is this half-baked conjecture that for some reason the YouTube bots aren't sensitive enough or intelligent enough to see that my video wasn't actually pro-Anna.
Well, the proof is literally in the pudding, right? It's literally right there in front of you.
Well, okay, so I found this really weird because it was actually, you know, when I saw it in Belle's video and she says all that shit, Willy Mac spent a good portion of that video, like not like, you know, a third or anything crazy like that, but he spent time on his video specifically talking about whether or not YouTube agreed with her, right? And even showed the statement from YouTube where they disagreed with her on Eugenia Cooney's content and said that they found no violations, right? It seems absurd to me that she went on like in her video and said that he has no evidence when there's an actual statement from YouTube. Now she can say like YouTube's lying, but you know, at that point she's being a conspiracy theorist. And I mean, it seems weird to me because she got mad at fucking Willy Mac because apparently Willy Mac had a video defending Alex Jones from being deplatformed.
Apparently, Willy Mac is on the Biden payroll.
With tipster.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
If the original content creator's content wasn't flagged and taken down for the same reason of harmful content, yet yours was, then there has to be a differentiating reason as to why your content was taken down. Your content was most likely taken down because the bots had recognized that you used the word pro-Anna in your title. Your video was possibly taken down for harmful content because unlike Eugenia Cooney, who was literally just sitting there doing her clothing haul, trying on things and explaining how much she likes or dislikes products, you literally honed in and zoomed in on parts of her body, was speaking in graphic details about her body, alluding to the notion that she was specifically creating pro-Anna content for her audience simply by existing and showing her body. Like, there's a lot of things that you did that were outside of the parameters of a simple clothing haul. So what YouTube have seen is Eugenia Cooney's thin person has now done a clothing haul, and what they've seen from you is that you have created a video surrounding pro-Anna content, which pro-Anna will flag, it will definitely flag as harmful content for you.
Hey, so this video that Belle called a reaction to Eugenia Cooney is. So I like when we talk about like, oh, she would have to do all these things to like redeem herself. Let's just talk about how ridiculous her framing of this is, right? She's uploading a video accusing Eugenia Cooney of being pro-Anna thinspo content, right? Focusing on her body, freezing images of her body, super like focusing in on her arms and things like that, while specifically talking about how dangerous it is. And the video is titled Pro-Anna, right? She was not doing a reaction video to one of Eugenia Cooney's uploads, right? Which is what it sounds like when she's going around saying that, her reaction to Eugenia Cooney's content, right? It is very fucking different. And Pastel Belle is absolutely fucking dishonest. She tried to imply that her fucking pro-Anna video, right, was the same content that was being uploaded to Eugenia Cooney's channel, right? So fucking dishonest. So fucking dishonest, right? And if she says that that's not what she was saying, and that's just misrepresenting her, well, then that would mean that she's acknowledging that her video was inherently different from Eugenia Cooney's video, meaning if it got flagged and Eugenia Cooney's didn't, it's because her video was literally titled Pro-Anna and was focusing in on Eugenia Cooney's body while she talked about Eugenia Cooney's body.
Okay. So here's the thing. Her argument with that. All right. She has claimed that, her whole YouTube agrees with me because of this, that, or the other. And obviously, look, her video was flagged by mistake. That's why it was reinstated, because she was not actually violating terms of service in her video. Okay. The thing is, in her latest response, she claims that, you know what? The algorithm, you're trying to say that the algorithm got it wrong. And it's just like, and they accidentally flagged my, yes, because that does happen. And I don't know how long Belle has been on the platform, maybe a year or two. I don't know. I know she hasn't been on too long, but she has other friends that are content creators. She should know this. Yes, the algorithm sucks. It will sometimes flag shit that doesn't, that is not actually violating terms of service. Steve, you had mentioned a recent example, right, with the thumbnail.
Yeah, they thought James Soroka's face was a nude.
That is so fucking funny.
The algorithm gets
the
shit wrong.
system's broken.
It still gets
it's
shit
the bots,
wrong.
right?
It still gets shit wrong to this day. It still
John,
gets
it's
shit
the
wrong.
bots, right?
Yeah, it's the bots. They get it wrong. So that's when a real person has to go in there and look at the shit and say, "Oh no, this is okay." And that's what happened in her case, and that's why her video was reinstated. Because it's you're right.
No, that's conjecture.
Well, Crow, it happens on your channel
Stupid.
too. Every video you upload, it gets the fucking yellow thing, and then you gotta appeal it, and then it gets green. So it's like, why is it automatically at the gate fucking
because
yellow?
Crow has done things that have just picked up on the bots at this point. They're like, yeah, it's probably going to be yellow. It's probably going to be limited
It's
added.
that Crow guy again.
That's what the bot does.
Look, the bots have always been a problem, but again, she tried to make it out that her fucking video was literally just a reaction to Eugenia Cooney's content.
Yeah,
right.
That's dishonest. I agree.
It's completely fucking dishonest.
That's why I wouldn't personally forgive that. Regardless, people say, "Oh, there's a redemption." I guess it depends on what kind of redemption you're talking about.
I mean, look, it is possible. But yes, it would need to be some real.
I don't think someone like that can change.
I don't think she's capable of it. But it's always within the realm of possibility.
No, now, the thing, and that's not the argument. The argument is that I don't think she's going to. She's made her stance abundantly clear, and she seems to be very convicted in the things that she talks about. So, do I think that she'll change? Probably not. Probably not. But as we said earlier, on this platform, you're only canceled
if you let yourself be canceled.
And the thing is, anybody can. Hell yeah! But here's the other thing, though. All you have to do is have the right opinion, and enough people get behind it. That's it.
Exactly. You know what? Look at fucking definitely.
And that's what I mean. And that's what I mean about the redemption arc. Now, I'm not speaking to criminals, so I should have clarified that earlier. Anybody that's doing shit that's criminal, you're radioactive at that point. You know what I mean?
But
Nobody
you can
wants to
you
fuck
can
with
You're a
point to
lost
criminals
cause.
who are on the platform still,
Well,
like
not yet.
like
And-
Red Kiwis and Minilab.
Yeah, and not just that. I mean, that's when you become fucking radioactive and shit. You know what I mean? Where they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to fuck with you at all. They just you're
Done.
completely hands off at that point. But if it's just words, it's just that you're saying, even if it has that malicious intent behind it, right? Because look at what Repzilla is doing, and it's already kind of starting. Not everybody, but there's some people that are already convinced by it. Oh, you know what? Maybe we could give him another chance.
Yeah, I
You see
saw
what I'm
that.
saying?
I saw that today.
That's the point I'm making. You know, it could happen.
It's annoying, though. I'll say that it's annoying.
We got to
but-
remember, people
It
online are
is.
people are
who
fickle online.
flip-flop.
People are fickle online. That's the thing. But
I
people are
honestly
fickle in
don't give
general.
a fuck who people like or they don't like.
Yeah.
To be honest,
And- but that's the other-
it doesn't
and that-
annoy me if someone likes Repzilla.
And that's the other thing too. Yeah, I don't care either. It's just like, if people want to forgive Repzilla, that's their prerogative. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I think he's an idiot. You know what I mean? And for me, look, I call it how I see it. And how I see it right now is, I think he's doing damage control. That's the way I see it. I think he's trying to get out ahead of shit because he knows he's trying to soften the blow that's coming later on. He knows that Willy Mac is going to make a video on him.
Yeah.
He knows that Willy Mac is going to make a video on him. So
Diorio
now,
still has a video that needs to drop too.
yeah. So now Willy Mac, because Willy Mac is the kind of guy that does pay attention to detail, and he wants to make sure that the record is accurate. He's gonna update that video to show, well, objectively speaking, looking at it objectively, Repzilla did say that he apologized to Eugenia Cooney, so I'm just gonna let that be known. Now, whether or not Willy Mac weighs in, whether he's in favor of it or believes Repzilla, I don't know. But that's definitely going to be a part of the story now. You see what I'm saying?
Now he has to. Yeah, he has to include that.
Well,
He has
Willie
to.
said he was.
He has to.
He has to,
Yep.
yeah, because it's
Yeah,
public.
you're right. Mhm,
So again, it's softening the blow that he knows that it's coming to mitigate the damage. That's all it. That's the
It's
way
a
I view it.
manipulation tactic more than
Well,
anything.
That's how I
I wouldn't say it's manipulation.
I could be
tactic.
wrong.
It's just
Hey.
a smart decision to make. If
Well,
you're
it's
a
PR,
content
bro. It's
creator.
PR. It's PR 101. It's PR
Yeah.
101. That's
Look,
exactly what it is.
Look,
It's the best PR move.
Well, it's
Look,
manipulative too.
This is why again I make fun of the whole brain injury shit, because he is smart when it comes to how to
When he
market
wants to.
himself. Yeah, when it comes to marketing himself, when it comes to branding, Repzilla is very intelligent. He is very intelligent.
Is he?
And he does all that shit by
Yeah,
himself
he is.
too.
No. Repzilla has a very well run market.
He knows how to play the game.
Yeah.
He knows how to play the game.
He
He's been on the platform long enough.
I don't know about that. I think he got lucky. I think he would
No,
be way.
oh
his
my
subs would
God.
be way higher if he actually knew what he was doing.
Steve, I think
in my opinion.
to an extent
Steve.
he does know what he's doing, though.
Look,
Yeah.
I think at least.
Look,
He knows how to
whether-
edit.
100% is aware of what he says and does.
Look,
Like he
look,
acts
look.
like he has like some cognitive dysfunction that cripples him.
look,
No, I'm
that's
saying like
not
if you're gonna
true.
say he's a genius marketer, like why did he dig himself into so many holes and shit publicly, and
Because
why is he
he's
losing
stubborn.
subs at a
I mean,
consistent basis?
thought
Like
that he
he's
could
not
get away with
He's
it.
not the smartest.
He thought he could get away with it, but now he's coming to the realization that he's probably not going to get
But
away
I
with
think
it.
you have to understand there's obviously a level of ego and stubbornness that comes with him too. So he probably dug his heels
That's-
in because
yeah,
he was
that's
too
obvious.
overly confident.
That's why That's why he thought he was going to get away with it.
Well, that's the thing. That's the whole idea of, right. I want to be on.
That's
the
why
right
he
side
thinks
of-
he's gonna get away with it.
Well, here's the thing.
No,
look,
no. I
is
think
it-
he folded.
Look, yeah, I don't
What's
think
he getting away with?
Well, like I think with this whole like apology thing too, I think he's maybe thinking there's an inkling he'll get away with it.
bro, look,
Well,
here's what's happening.
No, I think John described it perfectly already.
Maybe, but
I think John pretty much described it to a T.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree
all
with John.
cancel thing.
I think he's just doing damage control. I really do. I think he's just trying to mitigate the damages that he knows that is still coming as best he can, so that he has some degree, he has some chance to bounce back from it a little bit. He won't have too much egg on his face, but he's still gonna get egg on his face. That's
Hell
what he's
yeah,
doing.
dude. Hell yeah.
That
Well,
egg will
here-
become another car.
okay.
Well-
I'm gonna keep playing it here.
YouTube. YouTube's bots aren't looking at the content itself. YouTube's bots are looking for signifiers of what the content could entail. So when you have a video that is saying pro ana, guess what? They're going to go, maybe this is a pro ana video. And as sophisticated as you want these YouTube bots to be, these are exactly the same YouTube bots that have been flagging people's videos for nudity from all of the big content creators,
Yeah.
big and small, when there was no nudity included in the video. And as I've said previously, I've had a similar situation happen with one of my videos where I got flagged for harmful and dangerous content as well. In fact, it was child.
I'm glad you brought this up. I'm glad she brought this up.
Yeah.
Kudos to her for bringing this up because, again, this happens a lot more common than people think. Videos getting falsely flagged and hit by the stupid fucking bot.
Yeah. Well, look, anyone who's been on the platform long enough, not even long enough, but anyone who's had like their channel monetized for like a week and has uploaded videos through that week knows that this shit is a problem.
Look, in fairness, but even though I don't believe this, this personally, in fairness to Belle, maybe it's the first time she had ever had that happen to her and was truly ignorant about it, right? About
Okay, all right. You know what? No, I'm not going to give that to her. No, I'm not giving that to her. No, I'm not giving that to her. No.
Can I finish?
No. She's literally a fucking teen commentary fucking channel.
She's a T-tard.
There's no fucking way this is the first time it's happened.
Can I finish my point?
You can finish your point. It's wrong, but fine.
Preach it, brother.
Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said earlier when I said she probably does know? You know what I mean? Because the thing is, she has friends, or I don't know about now if she's still friends with Creepshow Art, but she was friends with Creepshow Art.
Oh God, not Creepshow Art.
She was friends with bigger creators, so she probably does know that this shit does happen. You know what I mean? More than likely.
Yeah, look, I think that she is very well.
Now, I don't know for a fact that she does. I'm just saying.
Look, I mean, stupidity can only explain so much. When I watched her, both responses to Willy Mac, and I looked at how dishonest she was in both videos, right? Stupidity is an excuse I accept for a lot of people, and I think stupidity does have something to do with this, but also absolutely not.
Yep, I agree. I 100% agree.
No,
fuck this.
No. God damn, dude, she flat out fucking lies and withholds things when she does videos on people. Right? Her recent video, I am not kidding. She told everybody that she believes the reason why people are doing content about her has nothing to do with any of her terrible fucking takes. It is 100% because there is a breaking, explosive story of a cover-up in Eugenia Cooney's Discord server. And she has the story. She has the story, and that's why they're trying to shut her channel down.
Well, if you watched the stream I was on earlier in the live stream she was on with Repzilla, she seems to be a very conspiratorial person because
he wasn't really dissuading her.
She believed that the reason why her channel was not able to process videos to upload was because of her content on Eugenia. You know what I mean? And Repzilla entertained that with her. He was like, yeah, I think you might be right. You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
kind of egging her. So, like, yeah. I don't know what to say about that other than, like, I think he was being nice, but he's fucking dumb.
Yeah. How many passes are you going to give him?
1,000.
No.
And that was when I was discussing the Family of Five situation.
You, Steve.
Now, obviously, YouTube
We need
removed all
some
videos from
balance.
Family of Five that did contain and things of that nature, but content creators such as myself who were discussing it in graphic detail also ended up getting flagged as part of the community guidelines and safety towards children. I appealed that and lost the appeal. So a part of me feels as if you should be just somewhat grateful that YouTube have allowed that content on this platform.
Finspo exists, Pro Anna exists, shop content exists. Whether you like it or not, influencers do have a responsibility to their audience because with the platform comes influence.
No, they don't.
Influence comes.
Yeah, look.
Nope, they don't.
Responsibility comes
Not
with
at
the
all.
parents.
Yeah, look, again, people are sitting here, they're putting their kids in front of a computer instead of front of a fucking TV, right? And they're playing YouTube instead of playing cable, all right? You would not yell at your fucking cable box to raise your children better. You don't get to yell at the fucking YouTubers to do it. Okay? This is the same shit stupid, lazy, idiotic parents that probably raise these fucking idiotic. Fuck. Okay, I should stop.
Again, look. I've heard this fucking argument since the 90s. You know, violent video games make kids violent.
Exactly.
That's the best
violent video game argument.
It's the same fucking argument that I've heard for fucking, almost 30 years at this point. It doesn't mean shit. Okay. Now, look,
It's
Is
a
it
red
possible?
herring is what it
Yeah.
is.
Is it possible that there are kids that are watching her content and being influenced by her and see and want to be like her? Sure, that's certainly possible. But here's the thing: if the parent who is supposed to be making decisions for that child is not active enough in what they're doing, right? If they're not looking into what they're doing, that's the parent's problem. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that kid's fucked regardless. So
You know what I mean? Because they're responsible. They're responsible to be they're the ones responsible for this child's choices. You know, the child that doesn't have a fucking fully developed brain yet, that can't consent to do certain things. You know what I mean? That kid, you know, the one that's again literally a child. Yeah, that's not on Eugenia.
Nope.
You know,
I agree.
You could set up a fucking tablet, a computer, a fucking phone to block fucking YouTube if you want. You know what I'm saying? Where only you have the password.
Okay,
So your kid doesn't
just like a
consume
cable box
YouTube
kind of
content.
too.
Exactly.
I mean, there always just has been kind of like cancel culture. Soccer moms have been around. Like they tried to get Power Rangers canceled. They got mad when there was Mr. Rapper and it was fucking Gay and Arthur or some shit.
Oh
like,
god,
Dude, I remember.
that.
Listen, I
The
remember
gay
that
rat.
shit with
Dude,
Power Rangers.
It wasn't the fucking
Yeah.
What?
It wasn't the fucking frogs that turned gay.
Yeah.
It was the rat.
What happened with Power Rangers?
With
Oh
Power
my
Rangers
gosh.
in the
they're trying
fucking
to get
in the fucking 90s, okay? And I know this happened in Canada.
Because
it
they
happened
were
in France,
violent.
because they were teaching kids violence.
Yeah.
Because the bad guys were fighting the good guys. You know what I mean? And that was violent. You're teaching kids how to be violent.
well, and it blew
Oh.
open the market for fucking karate because then to get around it, they were like, well, we'll promote proper like combat or whatever. So
Well, that's why they started
you get
putting
these
the PSAs.
VHSs. Yeah, you get these, and
That's
there'd
why
be
they put
fucking
PSAs.
karate shit on the beginning of the tapes. It'd be like, go learn karate. Don't actually fight people like in this fucking program you're about to watch.
That's why they started doing the PSAs in Power Rangers, was exactly because of that. It was a direct response of the fact that they were complaining that the show was too violent for kids.
Yeah, so I guess what we're trying to say is this argument that Belle has that the YouTubers need to be the fucking parents and raise the kids properly, right? That is an argument
Bullshit.
that's been tried, it's been tested, and it is retarded.
There's
And
no
bullshit.
empirical data. There's no empirical data to back it up.
No,
None.
there isn't.
None.
There isn't. And you cannot tell. Like again, it's bullshit. It's stupid. It's a losing fucking fight for her. And if she wants to go down that fucking road and fight that fucking battle, again, it's just.
I think
one
she's
bad,
unhinged
it's just
enough to go down that road.
yeah.
More
It's just
power to her.
one bad argument on top of a fucking mountain of them at this point. So the next part here is talk about Eugenia Cooney's content. I want to play this one and then gosh, I think it was not the children. Why YouTube
Think about
agrees
the
with
children.
Teddy. Repzilla's response.
Did you ever?
The only
Just
I
real
want
quick,
to see
okay,
what Paige has
I'm
to
gonna-
say about Repzilla more.
well, look, we already played through that. I'm going to play just Eugenia Cooney's content and then the body checking thing because both of those ones, because body checking is the one where they really feel like they have Eugenia Cooney on. So I'm interested to see what she's got to say about it because to me, like it seems like it might just be because she's anorexic, but I like it. Just I don't think that she's doing the things that they are saying because she wants people to be anorexic.
Who
with
knew
her.
an anorexic person is fucking rail thin? Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no shit. How let's hold Belle to the same standard then. Every time she puts her fucking hand on her hip when she does no need to do that, she's showing how thin her arm is, and that's fucking body checking or whatever. Yeah. If they're gonna get Eugene on the same shit, well, like let's hold her to the same standards.
It's fair. Fair is fair.
Had to be the villain.
Part is she's doing all of it with a smile on her face while telling everyone that she is completely fine, normalizing the idea that she is okay, that she is not sick, and that this is normal, healthy, and fine.
Do you want to gain weight? Zabby, or no, I don't want to gain weight.
Once again, this is another You Now clip.
So you now, to my understanding, is like
Oh,
a
God.
fucking ancient service that nobody uses anymore.
It was literally like one of the first like live streaming services, from my knowledge. Like I could be wrong, but that's what I believe it was.
It's not affiliated with YouTube.
So this would be the definition of a stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Just making
listen,
sure.
listen to what she says.
Like, sis hasn't been on You Now in years, like literal years. And this was a point in her life where she was in denial about her weight loss, her rapid weight loss. Like, we know this. This is Eugenia Cooney pre-5150.
Really mean is like a problem or anything. Not everyone really wants to gain weight, you know. So no, I'm not like trying to gain weight. There's no reason why. I just don't feel like I need to.
Other creators are not doing that, and you know that. This is the part where being responsible for your influence comes in. If you look at our community guidelines page, you'll see that there's a bunch of different ones. If you scroll down, you'll see one that says harmful and dangerous content. And if you read through it, it says eating disorders. Content that praises, glorifies, or encourages viewers to imitate anorexia or other eating disorders.
As we've discussed, Eugenia's content doesn't do that, but Belle just doesn't seem to understand.
Where have you been for the last year? What are you talking about? Yes, it does. When she's producing this type of content, then she goes around and tells her
Citations needed, please.
Oh, sweet Lower, such a schizo.
Well, I guess her argument is that, you know, she is, but it's between the lines.
It's wink, wink, nod, nod. That's what she's trying to say. She's making the argument that yes, she is.
Okay,
she's not saying it, but she's doing it by her actions. And look, here's the thing. And I've said this before. That could be true. Fucking prove it though.
Well, I'll put it like this: if Pastel Belle is saying like all this stuff is like dog whistles and shit, and Pastel Belle and her community are the ones who keep hearing the fucking dog whistles.
Well, her only proof is look at her. Look at her.
Well, again, I think Willy pointed this out. She has like the thumbnails where it's like pointing red arrows at like Eugenia's legs and her arms and her crotch and stuff like that. Like really weird shit.
Stupid shit too.
Yep.
Young audience.
What is this kind of content? What is this kind of content? She makes makeup tutorials. She makes clothing hauls. She makes video games. She makes streams where she talks to her audience. She does kawaii haul unboxings. Like, this is what she does. She does nothing different to any other content creator. If we put some of the stuff it is that she's doing versus some of the stuff it is that Trisha Paytas is doing, these two content creators are literally doing the exact same thing. She's no different to anybody else besides the way that she looks. And I feel as if the anti-Eugenia Cooney fan base that seems to be happening at this very moment in time are now so incisive on asking her personal questions about her weight loss, her eating disorder, the things it is that she's going through, that it's almost become somewhat unavoidable for her to deal with. She's faced with that every single time that she streams. Y'all won't just let this girl be and deal with her mental health issues in private the way that they should be dealt with.
YouTube actually responded. Thanks for the info. Mind following her Twitter account so we can move the conversation to DMs? Belle accepted, and this is what she relayed to the conversation. YouTube just said they can't identify any TOS violations with Eugenia.
That would be because the TOS does not have an issue with people trying on clothing. Just you. That's very much a you problem.
YouTube doesn't agree with you. They agree with me.
Yeah, because YouTube never allows profit to get in the way of their good judgment, does it? That's
Okay. I hate that anybody is pretending like she was making a serious fucking argument there, only because she made this point that YouTube is allowing Eugenia Cooney to have that content up, but not her, because Eugenia Cooney's content is bringing in so much revenue, and Pastel Belle's content doesn't bring in the type of revenue.
Yeah, didn't you know? She saved the fucking platform, dog.
Eugenia Cooney is the top contributor to YouTube.
So that we could all be YouTubers, dog. She died for all our sins.
She died for
yeah.
Well, okay, so like I sat there and I'm like, hold on. Eugenia Cooney doesn't break 100,000 views a day, right? Like, she's got a 2 million sub channel, right? But in reality, she can't break 100,000 views in a day.
Her
right?
main content is on Twitch. It's not even YouTube.
She mostly streams. Yeah, she mostly streams on Twitch.
So wrap your head around this one. Pastel Belle argues that the reason why YouTube is doing it is because YouTube wants the fucking money, right? And everybody goes to the social blade and they point out, well, hold on, Eugenia Cooney's not making money on YouTube. What do you mean? What do you mean? And then these idiots that support this brainlet turn around and go, whoa, we know she makes her money on Twitch. We're saying that she's doing it to make the money on Twitch. Dumbass. And then you're sitting there going like, but we're talking about YouTube. And they're going like, oh, of course you want to talk about YouTube because she doesn't even make money on YouTube. It's Twitch that's the real problem. These people are just fucking insane. And
can we just order 66 these people from YouTube?
Oh. Like you are never going to have these idiots like have an honest conversation on this shit because they will jump, they will pivot. And if that doesn't work, then they'll just go to, plan B, which always works, which is just fucking lie.
Yeah. Line by line. Oh, lie by lie. Whatever.
Oh, God.
till we get to the
completely
other
useless. The
side.
idea that any corporation would prioritize profit above, doing what's right is just a completely ridiculous idea.
She then says this means ad revenue is more important to YouTube than protecting their community.
Yeah, it's so awful to try to use your platform to keep kids safe on the internet instead of talking about.
Belle, sweetheart, Belle. There are so many content creators here on the platform that it is literally insane. For a channel of Eugenia Cooney's size, she does not make the amount of views that you expect them to make. She has over 3 million subscribers, and most times her videos reach 100 to 200,000 views. Very rarely, and only in the cases where the attention has been brought up from the anti-Eugenia Cooney crew about a particular video where she looks extra thin, do we then see an extreme boost in Eugenia Cooney's numbers. The fact of the matter is that people just aren't watching Eugenia Cooney as much as you want people to watch Eugenia Cooney. In fact, Pastel, Belle, there are videos of you critiquing Eugenia Cooney's videos that actually have more views than Eugenia Cooney's videos themselves. Eugenia
Damn.
Cooney is
I didn't know that. Oh shit.
But she's not bringing in the ad revenue. Eugenia Cooney is. Look, this is where I said stupidity definitely is a factor in the Pastel Belle thing, because it's pretty fucking clear that Pastel Belle did not understand that she could have just gone to fucking Social Blade and looked up the stats from Eugenia Cooney's channel.
Well, of course not. She's an idiot.
Yeah, like she could have done that at any time. And instead, she didn't and just assumed that YouTube is evil and YouTube is making a fuck ton of money on Eugenia's channel. This girl is really fucking dumb. Like, she's malicious, sure, but stupidity is absolutely a key factor in all of this.
All right, Crow. Hot
What?
question for you. Who's
Okay.
stupider, Pastel Belle or Repzilla?
You know what?
It's a hard question.
Actually, let me help you out here. I think, based on the two of these people, Repzilla would have had the common sense to bail out on this shit a while ago.
He already has.
Yeah. Well, he's
waited
not even
too
the
long,
target.
though.
He's not even the main target of this. Pastel Belle is, and he was smart enough to dip out of it.
Dude, look,
Damn.
because even look, the guy can look when you have even without a crystal ball saying something, and all these other people, they're
Dude,
just
that's
like
just a fucking lie.
that even look. He recognized. He's like, oh no, that's a burning house. I don't want to go
Oh
there.
no, the schizo disagrees with me. The schizo disagrees with me.
He's like, now,
Oh no.
now I thought it was a little fire, but the whole place is engulfed. I can't go in there.
Sorry, Belle.
Fucking Pastel Belle's in the fucking house, just like with gasoline.
She's the little dog from the meme. This is fine. Well, it's fucking all
Yeah,
burning down
literally.
around her and shit.
I'm sorry, Belle. I know I told you to make the response, but it just didn't turn out in your favor. I'm gonna have to dip now.
Could you
See
imagine
you
if he was a lot more malicious than that? And he was just like, well, Belle, you're fucked.
But yeah, no, like in all seriousness, like Repzilla, the first Willy Mac video, Repzilla would have been in Willy Mac's DMs trying to get Willy Mac to talk to him, right? And then when Willy Mac tells him to fuck off, Repzilla would go to somebody else. And when that didn't work, Repzilla would eventually accept that he's not going to fucking win and stop. This bitch, she's still fucking going. Like I said, she now has a conspiracy theory that Willy Mac is only doing this to cover up this pedophile allegation from Eugenia Cooney's Discord server.
Dude, she's gone full,
she found the hill.
She's gone full ooga booga mode.
She found the hill. She found the hill. She found the hill. She's like, fuck it, I'll die here.
Dude, she's got the fucking katana and everything, just ready to plunge it into her chest.
She already fucking did. Bitch's body is rotting in that fucking hill.
Like I said, hey, I guess in her mind, she's throwing her life away for justice. I don't know.
Her body won't rot until
valued
she
in that
makes
same
another
way by
mask
YouTube.
off
She's not
claim.
favored. She's not even in the top 10%, not even in the top 20, 30, 40, 50, 60% of YouTube. She's not in the top criteria of YouTube. YouTube aren't going to prioritize her in the same way they're going to prioritize the David Dobrik's or the Logan Pauls or the Jake Pauls or the Shane Dawsons. We are not in the 10 million plus category. YouTube simply doesn't care in the way that you want YouTube to care. And it's not about views and it's not about money. It's simply just due to your graphic description and depiction of Eugenia Cooney. I'm surprised it's still allowed on the platform.
I'm not surprised that the bot that hands out your X would hear use terms like pro-ana and mistakenly take down her video. Videos wrongly go down on YouTube all the time. It happens to everybody if you're around long enough.
Actually, I was saying that. I was surprised that YouTube would allow the video to go back up. Because
I haven't
It
seen
was
the
a
video.
false strike, though, or not like a strike. It was like a false, like.
Well, like no, hold on. Because
wasn't she just preaching like to have unsanitized commentary though? Wouldn't this be like sanitized commentary?
No. Well, the reason why I bring that up is if you actually go through YouTube's terms of service and you look and you watch her video, it flags on YouTube's terms of service. I mean, technically, right?
With words she might have said, but here's the thing: because I haven't seen her video that got taken down. I mean, if she was talking and educating people about it and bringing awareness to it, like she always talks about, then she wouldn't be violating terms of service. It's if she was promoting it. If she was promoting it, if she was promoting it herself, you know what I'm saying? Like, this, that, or the other. Yes, then
no. I'm not talking about it violating on the ED. I just mean that it violates it.
Nuclear take. Pastel Belle's channel is more pro Anna than Eugenia's ever was.
Damn.
Pastel Belle.
Damn, Redsky.
Dude, because she's the one who's always recontextualizing Eugenia's content and talking about pro Anna stuff.
Damn, you didn't have to.
And it's also kind of funny how she talks about like how like Eugenia needs to be age restricted and shit. And when she's in videos talking about like predators and EDs and all that shit, those videos aren't age restricted from my knowledge.
That's not a bad point. That's a good point.
Damn, Redsky, you didn't have to kill her.
That's a good point.
Oh, I'm not the one who's gonna kill her. That's Willy Mac's job.
Do you, Willy Mac, have proof that my video was taken down because Boss false flagged it as being pro-Anna content? Do you have receipts for that?
Okay. So
you don't. Oh, okay. That's cool because I actually do have receipts that my video was taken down because it was flagged.
This is just more of that. Okay, so the body checking is the one I really wanted to go and play, and then we'll drop out of the video.
I'm sorry about that. Some bullshit.
For someone talking about the situation so often and energetically, he seems wildly uneducated to talk about it. I find it really weird that in all of his videos, I don't think I've ever heard him mention body checking, which again, Eugenia does. That's
okay. So hold on, let me go back there and just so you can see that thing that was on the screen, the body checking. But how body checking will keep you stuck in your eating disorder. Body refers to an obsessive thought and behavior about appearance, usually used to judge weight and shape. So I'm sitting there going, like, if she's got anorexia, this could just be a part of her disorder, right? Like arguing that, like, if you're arguing that her body check, which I mean, based on this here, it sounds like it's a part of the disorder, right? So how are you going to turn around and say that something that is a part of the disorder she should be criticized for, but that you're not criticizing her for the disorder? That doesn't make any ableist sense. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Educated to talk about it. I find it really weird that in all of his videos, I don't think I've ever heard him mention body checking, which again, Eugenia does. That's what her content is.
In this first clip, Eugenia gets a comment about someone asking her if she could put her fingers around her upper arm. And this is a check that people struggling with eating disorders often do around their wrist angles, or if they can, their upper arm, to see if they are thin enough to be able to fit it through their fingers.
Can I fit my fingers around my bicep? What's my bicep here? Yeah, I can do that if that's what you're asking.
Lifting her legs instead of recording her shoes in the shoe haul video or shoe collection video.
Dude,
like
isn't that
earlier,
retarded? It's a
she might go
fucking
in the
shoe
monitor
haul
to see if
video, and
she's
she's like,
fine,
look at her lifting her legs and showing her shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it's from a live stream. I could be wrong, but it looks like it.
Well, you know what? I wish Eugenia would kick Pastel Belle with that shoe. It looks like it would hurt.
But my point with saying that is obviously she's not going to take the camera off her computer to focus it down on her shoes.
Yeah, no,
it
doesn't.
If it's a live stream, you know what I mean? I mean, she could do that, but why? You know,
Odile said she isn't even body checking. Check of Herbs and Alters vid on that. Okay. Herbs and Alters vid is actually
Herbs and Alters.
Huh?
She credited Herbs and Alters.
Herbs and Alters is actually featured, so we can play that segment here.
God damn, dude! Did Petty Page use that against her?
Yeah, I think she did. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we'll play that next. Hold on. Let me play.
A normal person would usually only have their shoes in frame if they're doing issue collection or.
I feel like this is like literally like a non-point. She's in the middle of a stream. If you're a streamer,
that's a good point. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yep.
I didn't know she was in the middle of a stream when she did these.
She always does her streams like that.
I need to streams. That's the most of the stuff
she does just chatting streams where she'll sit.
Hey, gentlemen. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I gotta go do something with my dog.
She'll do just chatting streams where she either just sits down or she'll get up and she'll show the stuff that she has and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, well then, if it's on stream, that's completely different. I thought this was like an edited video that they were bitching about the whole time, and they're like, "Well, why wouldn't she have 2 different shots?" Because
that's what I'm saying. That's why it's not a good example. That's what I'm saying. Like now, she could try to argue, well, she should have taken the camera or the web. But why? Why go through all that trouble? When she, you know, what I mean, when she could just lift her leg and be like, yeah, these are the new shoes I got.
Yeah,
these are what they look like on my body. Yeah, like I don't know, man. That seems like a stretch.
Does she have to cut off her foot and like zoom in on it, like bring it up to the camera and everything? Like that's really what I think these people are expecting her to do. They're like, "Oh my god, look at your body, ew."
They want her to walk on top of the table, like just walk across the table.
Dude, these people have such irrational expectations. It's insane.
Well, according to Willy Mac, I think Willy Mac had said something about the video that she's referencing with that Pastel Belle reference for this, right?
The
For
Herbs and Altars one?
Not just the Herbs and Altars, but apparently this one too was apparently, made points contrary to what Belle was trying to use too, supposedly.
Dude, but
oh wow,
Jesus, it really shows she doesn't do any research.
More you know. Good stuff, though.
So it's possible. Now, I don't know that for a fact because I don't know who this creator is.
Oh, that's even funny. The person in chat who talked about it says that Herbs and Altars doesn't even agree with the Eugenia petition. Oh my god, dude.
I've never heard of this content creator of Herbs and Altars.
Yeah,
what are they?
I don't know who they are. I've only like known this person because of the fucking Pastel video.
Let's see. It's a woman. Last upload 2 weeks ago. 224,000 subs. Which video specifically they're citing, but
I think she put one on screen or something when she was discussing it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, supposedly, like I said, I think Willie had mentioned that the other girl, this girl, not the Herbs and Altar girl, but this girl's video supposedly doesn't agree with Pastel Belle either.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying, just for the record, I don't know if that's true or not. That's what Willy Mac says, unless I'm, misinterpreting something. But if that's true, then she completely took this girl's video out of context, or she just used what she felt, was beneficial for her to use, to fit the narrative of her video.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry about that, guys.
certain way. I've shown outfits and not been able to fully show my outfit because my stream setup is set up in a way that my camera is in one specific position. It would be more hassle to me as a streamer for me to take down the camera, to unscrew it from its mount, to bring it over, to set it at a lower angle to show my shoe. So that's like literally a non-point at this point. I feel like we are essentially like grasping at straws at this moment in time in order to create the narrative that like she so desperately wants to show parts of her body. Streaming and streamers will attest to this. We have a setup. So if she wants to show outfits, the only thing it is that you can really say besides, get a second camera, make sure your camera is set up on a separate scene, and then have like a shoe cam or something like that. Like you're asking a lot of the creator who's already giving you content for free. So I'm sorry, I'm just not buying it. I feel like this is very much grasping at straws. And some of the clips it is that they're showing and what they're about to show as well is a lot of clips from Eugenia Cooney when she was on You Now. Now, Eugenia Cooney was on You Now about 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, she's going to cover the You Now stuff.
Yeah,
the entire inclusion of anything from You Now just seems really fucking dishonest. But again, the entire premise from Pastel Belle seems to be
dishonest.
Just have an aversion with honesty.
So she avoids it with a 10-foot pole.
So the Verbs and Altars segment is pretty sizable. It looks like it's like 7 minutes of her video. So
probably because she was using it all to prove.
Well, it's one of the things she referenced because she thinks that referencing other content creators is better than actually fucking looking up information. So,
well, it's okay to reference content creators as long as their points actually stand with the point that you're trying to make, which apparently is what Belle failed at doing.
Was I sensing some kind of animosity towards Paige there, John?
What was that?
Are you mad at Paige for doing that?
Oh no! I'm talking about Belle.
Oh, Belle. Okay, yeah.
Belle did that, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like that's fine, I guess. But the thing is, why don't you just fucking show shit, right?
I'll be back.
I think it'd be better to show information. But
so the Verbs and Altar person, I think, was the one that debunked the body checking story. So let's because someone Odile had said one vid is called "How to Help Not Hurt ED People Disagreeing with the Petition." Yeah, Odile was saying like to watch her video, but since there's a segment of her video in here, I'm really curious what she says here.
Once. However, I did want to kind of show you guys something. A video it is that I thought was really important. In Belle Aubrey's original video on the entire situation, my response and why YouTube agrees with me, she mentions a bunch of commentators that people should check out. One of those people being of Herbs and Alters. So obviously, I wanted to do my part to take a look at of Herbs and Alters content and see what kind of things it is that they discuss. And I was really shocked to see one portion of a video they did on Eugenia Cooney 2 months ago, which is how to help not to hurt eating disordered people online. And honestly, this should be like a playbook for Belle to take a look at, because some of the stuff it is that they discuss, honestly, if Belle had just truly effing listened, they would have known how to deal with somebody who has an eating disorder online, because there has to be completely different ways of dealing with it. Belle was fortunate, and I say fortunate, to be able to deal with their eating disorder in private. But when it's on display for the whole world to see, there has to be completely different guidelines set in place. So I do want to play a section of this video from Of Herbs and Alters so that you guys can hear something it is that Belle should have heard from one of the sources that she cited.
And also Of Herbs and Alters' entire channel is just phenomenal. Of Herbs and Alters has also suffered with an ED themselves, and their channel is just so informative, and I think it's one of the best channels if you want to understand what it's like to suffer with an ED.
And then one of the final points I want to make is that if your ED friend says that they are in therapy, that they are trying, that perhaps they have made an effort to stabilize their weight and stop losing any of these positive steps, please believe them, or at least tell them you believe them. It costs nothing to give someone the benefit of the doubt, but if you don't give them the benefit of the doubt, it will be enormously harmful both to your friendship and to them. Because if you are trying your hardest in recovery, but people keep telling you off and not trying, you tend to think, well, why bother even trying? If I'm going to be accused of doing something and I'm struggling so hard not to do it, and then people are shouting at me anyway, why should I even try? Where is the reward everyone promised me for trying? I'm just getting slammed all the harder, and I need my coping mechanism all the more now because my friends are turning on me because they don't believe me. It's horrible to be accused of lying and to be misunderstood over something so important. So please give them the benefit of the doubt. What trying hard with an eating disorder looks like is different for everyone. And if you're talking about someone who's been sick for a very long time, particularly, what trying hard and improving look like may not look like trying harder and improving to you. It can be hard to believe them at times, but I know that the situation they're in and the length of their ED and everything they're going through, it has to be baby steps with them, and anything they're doing to improve their health has to be applauded, has to be encouraged. It's like
shit! It's almost like she's advocating for positive reinforcement. Holy shit!
Oof. And this is what Belle referenced. This is what Belle told us to go watch. Oh my god!
Yeah. Well,
how did Belle get her take from this video?
Maybe she didn't see this video.
She probably didn't watch it. Let's be honest. She probably.
So she's just referencing videos she didn't watch. Like, what the fuck is this?
No. She probably got. She was probably told by people in her community of Herbs and Alters is a great content creator covering EDs, and then Pastel Belle just went ahead and said, "Oh yeah," and of Herbs and Alters, I agree with everything she says, and has probably never watched her fucking videos.
I really hope that was a troll by somebody. It's like,
it just goes to show you, though. It goes to show you what she does for her videos.
Well,
right?
I mean,
the lack of research.
Well, I mean, beyond lack of research, in the video that she tags this content creator in, she has a segment in it where she is like doing this really bitchy, peppy, petty little stunt of calling out toxic positivity, right? And showing like the definition for toxic positivity, right?
That shit sounds so fucking made up, dog.
but hold
that
on.
sounds
hold on.
like the most made up shit I've ever fucking heard, man.
Well, okay, but the thing is, this content creator is basically saying flat out that you need to give them positive reinforcement, right?
Yes.
And one of the things that Belle was saying was Eugenia Cooney trying to be positive was her being pro Anna and Thinspo. Okay, so there you go. The content creator that she referenced and said has the best takes on ED is disagreeing with Belle's entire approach to Eugenia Cooney.
Well, again, listen to what this Herbs and Alters just said, right? I mean, don't be accusatory towards people, right? Of what you believe they're not doing, right? Positive reinforcement and all that. Where on the opposite of that, it's like, well, you know what? She's up to no good. You know what I mean? She's up to no good. She's absolutely doing these things. You're fucking accusing her of something
shit,
that
what
you
is on
don't
the screen?
fucking know. Oh, were you away, Red?
Yeah, I had to go to the bathroom. What the fuck what are we watching?
Herbs and Alters.
Yeah, this is the person who Belle sourced for her video, but they didn't watch any other videos. Eva/Carter in chat said she was referencing this channel because they had a video talking about the pro Anna fetish groups, but she didn't expect people to go look at the other videos that go against her stance.
Oh no!
Jesus
that's
Christ!
Hilarious.
See, this is what I'm saying. Look, if you're gonna cite something, right, especially another content creator, at the very least,
know what you're citing.
Not just know what you're citing, but at least show something for reference. I mean, she does it earlier on, and this is what I'm saying. Like when I saw her second response video, I'm like, okay, it started off better than her first one did in the sense that she actually tries to reference shit, right? Not necessarily that the points she's making are good. I'm like, okay, hopefully, maybe she'll do this throughout the entire video, but she fucking abandons that shit. You know what I mean? It's just like, no, it's too much effort. Fuck it.
I mean, I feel that.
But you know, if you're cruel to it in any way, it's a tiny little flower, and it's going to die, and it's going to go out, and that is the flame of their hope dead, and that is a very mixed metaphor. But you know what I mean? You have to nurture this little flower before it's going to get to a size that you can actually see, and you can actually notice, and you can actually go, wow, yeah, I can see that you're trying now. Anything that can be seen as a positive step, please applaud it as a positive step. Give encouragement, like positivity over negativity with eating disorders. Always, I would say. Sometimes tough love can feel tempting, as I say, speaking from experience. But I think it always has to be kindness, and it always has to be encouragement, particularly if you're talking about someone online like Eugenia Cooney, who is being attacked constantly for their weight, for their perceived toxicity, who has had so much cruelty directed at them. The only way they are going to listen to you is if you change the record completely. So speaking specifically of Eugenia Cooney and anyone else in her position, i.e. an ED person with a social media platform, I think the best thing for her would not be to have everyone just abandon her. That's not going to help. But what would be amazing would be if YouTube also had the mute word filter, and she was able to mute all eating disordered words on every platform.
Okay, so like that. This is a complete. This is completely fucking different. Like she completely disagrees with the idea of the petition to remove Eugenia Cooney, saying that would only make things worse for her.
Jesus.
Yeah, which is what everybody's been saying too. That's the funny part. Yeah.
Like
So
okay.
I don't necessarily agree with her thing about being able to block all the fucking words and shit. And this is my only reason why. And then I gotta go do this real quick. But so if you do that and she's recovering and then she gets used to not seeing all this shit, as soon as she takes that shit off and she's recovered and she sees it again, she might relapse. So like I would say if she could learn how to, she seems to already deal with it pretty well, but if she could learn how to deal with it while in recovery, I think that would be better than just blocking it all out completely.
I mean, I don't disagree with you if this is like a normal case, but the problem is if Eugenia Cooney does anything, there's a sizable chunk of the people that will show up to it just to talk about her body and just to make statements about how she's going to die, right? Yeah. So her being able to like specifically mute those words, look, I mean, it's not a feature that I'd really want to see a ton of content creators get their hands on, because it seems like it could make other situations not as not so good. But in the case of Eugenia Cooney specifically, she probably does need it, because like the amount of hatred that she is dealing with is on a different level.
It's unreasonable. It's insane.
Like it's yeah, dude, it's nuts. Like it is everything that she does. That group of people is there.
Dude, she's literally the next Gabby Hanna. Except the difference between Eugenia and Gabby Hanna is Gabby Hanna does things worthy of criticism. And it's like Eugenia is like just existing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Gabby's a fuck up. But
and the funny thing is, when she does fuck up, when Gabby does fuck up, these T channels go after the points that she like. They're bad points.
Well, here's the thing: with her, it got to the point where they were using the most minuscule of things to go after her with, right? Like her not being a good host, right? Like who gives a shit? Who gives a shit, right?
Yeah. Who cares if she's a bitch? A lot of people that are bitches.
Yeah. Oh, she left him at the front of the house and didn't welcome him in. Who gives a fuck? Okay, I guess tell her to get a fucking butler. I don't know.
Yeah. These people are so retarded.
And that would mean that the only comments that were reaching her were actually about what she was doing in the videos, in the pictures. It would be like, wow, that's a cool outfit. Oh, you look so happy today. Or, oh, I like your hair today. Or that actually is a really cool makeup look that you're doing this video. If everything she was hearing was nothing to do with her eating disorder and was purely about her hobbies, I think she would actually start to re-engage with her audience, because she wouldn't feel so attacked and every comment wouldn't feed into the ED. There is such a thing on pro-anorexia forums as mean spo. This is essentially thinspiration pictures with mean quotes written over them. It is basically a way for people to bully themselves sicker. However, if you're someone with a social media platform, you don't need mean spo, because all you have to do is Google yourself or go to your comment section and you will find way more triggering, mean, harsh shit than any mean spo post I've ever seen on any pro-anorexia website. So she has this triggering on tap, even if people have the best of intentions and they're saying, I used to love watching you, be really stressing me out. They might have good intentions, but that's going to make her tense up inside and feel anxious, and her appetite's going to be dead. And whereas if she went to a comment section and everything was just about her hobbies and her eating disorder was just irrelevant, people were still supporting her, people were still there for her, but they were talking about the stuff she actually wants to talk about. Eugenia must be sick to death, and you can tell she's sick to death of it when you see snippets from her live streams and people bring up her weight. I know she seems snarky and awful about it because she's quite sarcastic and quite glib about the comments she gets, but she's heard it 1,000 times a day, every day, for the past I don't know how many years. And no one has the patience of a saint to deal with that kind of stuff. She's sick to death of hearing it. I'm sure she hears it at home too. I'm sure she hears it on the street. She's sick to death of hearing it, and it's clearly not helping. But if suddenly people started interacting with her about actual friendship-related topics, her hobbies, the stuff she's doing in videos, all the positive stuff, just like a real friend would do, because she doesn't seem to have many friends in her life, which I think is a bit of a curse of a lot of YouTubers, particularly mentally ill ones. If what she was getting online was like a friendship interaction instead of this attack constantly on her weight, I think that would be the best thing for her. And
well, it probably would be the best thing for her, but you're not going to have a fucking friendship on YouTube. Like,
oh yeah,
you're like you should try to be good with your audience and everything, but like, relying on your YouTube audience for emotional support seems like
that ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
it only creates more problems. Because if you relate, like, if you put emotional value into your audience, I'm not saying you shouldn't, like, because, like, you should value your audience. It's just if you put too much emotional investment into your audience, just the loss of, like, one subscriber, whether you were, like, you personally knew them or not, it could affect you, like, really bad.
Yeah, listen, all I know is Keemstar doesn't value a damn person, and look at where he's at.
Yeah,
Ethan too.
Yep.
So,
well, specifically for Eugenia Cooney, I don't think that what she's saying here is like it might be the best thing for Eugenia, but at the same time, I don't think it's realistic.
I think it'll only make things worse.
Yeah, and it's not a realistic thing to actually,
But at least she like makes somewhat of like it's not like a harmful fucking take. Like, get her off the platform. She needs to eat.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, that's what the rest of these people are doing.
Okay. Well, that actually included the clips from Pastel Belle's video.
Yeah, I didn't want to sit through like another full Pastel Belle schizo video because, like, Jesus Christ, I've seen it so many fucking times. And, dude, she drives me insane.
I'm surprised you lasted this long, dude. You've been like watching this shit nonstop.
Well, I've got a big scar.
Okay, all right. Okay. How about a follow up on something that I don't think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to ruin Leon's fucking Twitter account. Let me just show you.
Wait, what?
Well, let me show you why I stopped for a second. Okay.
Right.
Is it a good tweet?
No.
Oh god, dude.
Oh no.
You're trying to get this video age restricted? What are you doing?
Bro.
Okay, hold
There's
on.
been enough self-harm with watching Pastel Belle. Why did you have to put that up?
Okay.
What was it?
Okay,
I was
hold on.
outside. What did you show?
Steve,
guys,
no, you don't want to know.
That
Steve, don't ask.
phobia is rooted in racism. Let's
Oh
listen.
god.
That was never considered a bad thing. Well, until it was associated with Black people during the transatlantic slave trade. And as we know, Black people are not discriminated against and oppressed just because of the color of their skin. It's every characteristic and trait that's been assigned to Black people. Fatness was one of those characteristics. Acknowledging where the hatred of fat people came from and its ties to the systemic oppression of Black people helps us understand why systemic oppression still exists for fat people today, and where the notion fat is bad actually came from. Fat was never considered a bad.
These are the same people who want Eugenia off the platform for her body.
I was trying to find.
Sink in, Chad. Let that sink in.
I imagine.
Okay, here we go.
Could you imagine if the first comment on her video was like, "Okay, fatty"?
Honestly, considering how those kinds of people operate, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, so we've been talking about this Glendon Cameron guy, YouTube's R. Kelly, right?
Yeah, no, literally.
The video is not going to go viral. Okay, Glendon, World Star Hip Hop. 118,000.
John told me about that today. Yeah,
dude, he's gonna get fucking shot. He's gonna.
He just became famous for being a fucking pedophile.
Dude, this was all part of his plan. Don't worry,
dude. A self-proclaimed pedophile too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't you know? Didn't you know this is
was
how
all
this is
part
how
of the
you become
plan.
successful? Yeah.
Where's Aura?
Yeah, him and Mr. Girl, they're probably hanging out right now.
Oh
Fucking
god,
jerk.
Mr. Girl.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Girl.
They're probably giving each other.
uploads a video.
They're gonna do a
in which they
collab
confess to
soon.
being a pedophile.
They're probably fucking giving each other high fives
was a
and
good
ass
idea.
pats and shit.
That's funny.
You know what? One of these days, somebody's gonna upload a video, right?
Mr.
And
Girl's
it is going to be a parody song of somebody as Mr. Girl, someone as EDP, and someone as fucking.
Crow, question
Yeah.
for you. Do you think Mr. Girl is hitting up Glenn? Is like, hey, Netflix and chill. You want to watch some cuties?
Oh god, dude, that's fucking nasty.
That'd be funny.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Fucking
John, what
Mr.
the
Girl.
fuck? You're killing me,
You know,
dude.
I
Killing me.
disavow.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised. I mean, like they're both
No,
fake
it's-
pedos, apparently, right?
Yeah, they're both fucking idiots. They're
Yeah,
both
I like how
fucking
you put it
idiots.
in quotes because that's pretty much, I don't know.
Well,
they're
like, it's
hiding
weird,
something.
okay? So Gwendon is like, no, I was totally joking the whole time. The Mr. Girl guy, he really seems like he's joking, but it's like, I'm totally serious. So, like, I don't know. They're like kind of the same, two sides of the same
They're
coin.
pretenders.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
But
guys,
just in different ways.
I'm going to end the stream here because we will be streaming tomorrow at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I am going to Niagara Falls with my wife for her anniversary, and
On
I
Wednesday?
won't be here for the rest of the week.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds
Yeah.
good, bird.
All right.
Should
It
be
is what
fun.
it is.
So hopefully nothing crazy happens this week.
Hopefully.
I mean, Steve,
Well,
Steve,
All right,
I
John
can't
can take
guarantee
over.
that, Crow.
Huh?
John, we'll go to yours. Gotcha.
I guess, yeah, I'll fill in for.
Got John or Steve?
Guys,
Actually,
toy
it's John.
bounty hunters and Steve.
Toy
do you
I
like
need to
carry
stream
the
more
weight?
because I'm broke. So,
Then
yeah. I'll probably be
stream.
streaming like maybe 3 times a week now.
Oh,
I'll
God.
see.
Dang.
All right, guys.
Overkill.
Have a good
Depends.
night, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Like I said, we'll be on tomorrow night. We may follow up a little bit more about this stuff. I really don't think there's going to be any more news on it, so I'm hoping we can just talk about
Well,
something
wasn't
else.
Tipster gonna fucking like? Wasn't he gonna do something with the fucking receipts that he got, or is he still
No,
on?
okay. Here's the thing. Pastel Belle supposedly, and it should have dropped either tomorrow or the next day. She's going to drop this video exposing the secret ring of undercover pedophiles or something.
Oh, so he's waiting for her to do that first, then.
And Tipster's
Oh,
got
that's a good
Tipster's got receipts that debunk it, and he tagged her. And Willy Mac is like, Tipster reached out to her. Let's see if she actually wants to report the truth or not. And yeah,
He's
so.
giving her a chance.
Do you guys remember
let's-
that
let's watch
episode
her
of the
fail it.
Boondocks with fucking Stinkmeaner where Grandpa was whipping his ass? He's like, "I'm gonna keep coming anyways." Is that what Pastel Belle is doing? You think?
I
I'm
mean,
gonna keep
I-
coming anyways.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Okay, all right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good night.